Edmonton Sports Talk. My God, I love this.
My name's Jay Milne. #Blue.
Our sports update deliverer, the Coop.
I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up today. You know what, Reid? You might be on to something.
All right, here's what's going on in the nest. Oh, into the weekend we go. How is everybody doing? My goodness, if you're a supporter of the Montreal Canadiens, you must be flying high today. Game 2 tonight, Vegas, Colorado. No Makar again for the Avs. Hey, the Elks on the field tomorrow. Preseason game against the BC Lions in Langford, British Columbia. Well, I recently discovered exactly where Langford is located, thanks to this preseason game being there. We'll touch on some of those topics. We'll have some Friday fun as well. Benny Thompson is going to drop by. I want to tee this up. We love doing the Pass the Pantry Athlete of the Week. They're all very special, and we got a good one today. He was recently, I'll tease it. He recently won a significant national award. I would say this is one of the biggest national awards you could win as an athlete. Like, it's pretty big when you think about it.
Very prestigious.
I mean, you would have been thrilled to win this. You would have been thrilled to win this.
Yes.
And I used to work with his dad, sort of.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, well, technically, we worked for the same company, right? Though our roles, his role was a bit more prominent than mine.
Some would say he wouldn't have a role if your role wasn't in place.
Some would suggest, yes. Is that like when someone says to you, some would suggest, your reply should always be, who is suggesting that? Because usually it means that person thinks that, and they don't have the nards to say, hey, I think you're doing a bad job.
Some would suggest that the word nards isn't used enough.
Right. That's true. Yeah. But see,
what I did there was that I think that.
Yeah.
I think that the word nards is underutilized.
How to break up with your girlfriend. Linda, some would suggest that this relationship may not last much longer. Oh, really? Who's
saying that?
Yeah, who's saying that?
Huh? Well, some have.
Yeah.
Some have, Linda.
Yeah. Yeah, like especially if somebody's, I'm not saying you can't be open to criticism or feedback, but if someone's like really criticizing you and it is something that is like out of left field, hey, people are saying that, Jay, you shouldn't wear a gray hoodie on air. Like, your reply should be, oh, really? Who said that?
Yeah, who's saying that?
Who actually said that about my gray hoodie? Like, that's happened to me. Somebody's been like, oh, Reid, people are saying you do, and I've been like, oh, really? I haven't heard that. Who's saying that?
Right.
I'm surprised you're hearing that from so many people that you have to bring it to me.
Right.
And I haven't heard it from anybody.
Now, there could be, like, Jimmy, can I talk to you for a second? Jimmy, some have said that you smell. And maybe you should put on some underarm deodorant.
Right.
Now, do you think Jimmy would say, well, who's that? Or would he just get the memo?
Well, hopefully in that situation. But I even think if you were in that situation, we were talking about this a few months ago, that if you had to speak up about a colleague's or employee's hygiene, then I think you would probably just say, we have had complaints. What am I missing here?
Coob just smelt his underarm.
Oh, Coob's smelling himself. Well, I'm
gotta
so
make
used
sure
to Coob picking at himself.
But in that
It's like
situation,
a little chimp back
Jimmy
there.
wouldn't feel, I think he'd feel sheepish enough to just accept that he stinks.
Right, maybe he already knew
and
there was a
not
problem.
want to double down and say, well, who's saying that? Who's suggesting that?
Yeah. Or if you were the boss, you could just say, Jimmy, I got to be honest with you. We've been working together for a long time. You don't smell very good.
Oh, yeah.
Like the boss could just say, this is coming from me. Because if a guy smells that bad at work, if the boss is around for any amount of time, he would probably notice it himself. So the boss could just say, instead of saying, some would suggest, the boss could just probably say, Jimmy, we got to talk about your hygiene. It's not good. Okay. I've noticed that you smell. How can I help?
Well, on our road to becoming best of friends, we have a standing order that would say, you need to tell me if I smell.
Yes.
Or if I have bad breath. I need you to be there.
Right.
Now, neither of us have ever said that.
No.
Because we take care of ourselves.
Yeah, and if I had a little bit of a manly musk after exploding on the hoop here at EST, that's different.
That's different.
You'd be like, well, this is a sign that Reid has been using his explosive power to dunk basketballs.
That's different.
Yeah. But if I routinely just didn't smell good, and we're probably talking to audience members who've maybe been in this situation.
Sure.
But anyway, what were we actually talking about?
Suggesting.
Oh yeah, you said some would suggest that my connection with Todd Ratty's father, that I may have been. Some would suggest he was more prominent within the organization that we worked for. I would think that most would all would suggest that. Yes,
some may not,
but it is. I try not to do that. When I'm asking questions, like
Reid, that's why you're different.
Some would suggest, Chris. Some would suggest you don't have a good power play. Like I would just say. I would try to just be like, your power play is over its last 18. That's not very good. What's going on?
Right.
Yeah. Some would suggest your power play is struggling. Well, I think it's probably obvious. But yeah, if someone comes to me and is like, well, people are saying this, like, well, what people? If this is a one-on-one work situation. And I think if you're a boss talking to an employee with criticism, then the boss should just say, this is me as your supervisor telling you, like if Dustin called us into the office and said, people are saying that one segment on your show isn't working. I would say, well, what do you think, Dustin?
Right.
Like if you think it's bad, or if, you've gotten emails about it, then just say it. Nolan from St. Albert's in the Nasty Chat says, Reid is the sneakiest athlete of all time. Watch out. Yes, Nolan is suggesting that. He's flat out saying it. Good for him. He's not saying some would suggest. He's saying Reid is. He's putting himself out there.
He's not hiding.
It's okay to put yourself out there and have an opinion.
Right.
As we learned on the show yesterday.
This is true.
Anyway, we promised we wouldn't talk about that anymore because we upset a lot of people.
We did. We hurt some feelings.
Yeah.
Some would suggest that.
Some would suggest that. Yes, Coop. Thank you. All right. We do appreciate you tuning this afternoon. What I was saying is the Past the Pantry Athlete of the Week is
exceptional story.
An incredible story for a lot of reasons, some of which I didn't even mention there in the tease. So we want to talk about that. Ben Thompson's going to join us for the afternoon debate for Edmonton Garrison. He's going to have a fun Keep 3, Cut 5 for us. We are going to qualify the 11th and final person for the grand prize draw for 2 tickets to see Canada and Uzbekistan June 1st at Commonwealth Stadium, the World Cup send-off series. So what we'll do is a little after 4 o'clock, we'll have one final trivia question. One person gets in. If you've already qualified, you can't qualify again. And then we'll roll. We'll probably roll the D100. By the way, I just noticed there's pictures of Solani and Lindros there. What's going on?
Bring them over.
Some would suggest that's unusual placement for those. Were this on our show from earlier today?
Well, the Lindros one is almost like a cutout.
What are these from?
Look at this. You can see through it.
Who brought these in? Are these JMOs? I didn't even know.
Some would suggest they have no reason to be here.
Some would suggest we should just leave them. All right. Anyway, buddy, I'm very easily distracted today. I'm like a little puppy. That's why that's what all those stains are on the carpet in the back.
Oh, Luke in Cowtown. Great. Some would suggest this show goes on a tangent a little too often.
Yes, that has been suggested before. Actually, that is something that I have heard. That's fine. 780-218-9999 is how you can text us. Was that the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox?
You got it.
From Luke in Cowtown. I think Luke in Cowtown used to text in when I did Inside Sports. I think.
Okay.
He'll say if he did or not. 780-218-9999, River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. Tap 25 has that amazing prime rib special, $21.99, available 7 days a week, except show nights from 11:30 in the morning to 11 at night. It is available for dine-in and takeout. The $21.99 prime rib special. rivercrewresort.com. You can email Reid at edmontonsportstalk.com, Jay at edmontonsportstalk.com. We like getting limericks from you. You guys are very funny. The suggested limerick topic today will be awkward ways to criticize somebody. Awkward / indirect ways to criticize somebody. Oh, they're from the Crack Pack this morning, I guess. That's what Uke was saying.
Okay.
I'm glad somebody watches all day. Thanks, Uke. The stuff that happens earlier in the morning, I never see that stuff. And of course, you can post in the Nasty Chat on YouTube. That's the chat stream going down the right-hand side of the page. You don't have to be nasty or say nasty things to jump in there. It's just called the Nasty Chat. And once you're in there, click the like button. Give us a thumbs up.
Click, click, click. Must you click? Please, please click. Must you click? You must click. Thumb, thumb, thumb.
We try to get at least 100 thumbs every show. We've done a pretty good job doing that, so do not delay getting there and click right away. Maybe you're on iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio. Thanks for using those apps. And we just ask you a little thing. Spread the word of EST. I'm not saying I expect you to go around and make it your life's mission, though if you wanted to, I wouldn't stop you. Just if you're talking about things you do, listen to, mention EST, how you can do it. If people say, oh, I wonder, what's going on with these shows, or I've heard about these shows on this station. What is Edmonton Sports Talk? Just tell people where to go. That's all you got to do. Show them the app or tell them how to get to it on YouTube, and we'll keep growing the station that way. So, yeah, we will have between 4 and 5, we're going to finish up the stuff for the 2 tickets to see Canada-Uzbekistan coming up on June 1st. It's been fun doing that.
Yes.
We are very fired up for this show. And, of course, Fired Up, presented by Gemco. Proudly serving Edmonton and area for 45 years, the authorized dealer for Napoleon fireplaces. Whether it's gas or wood burning, look no further than Canadian-made Napoleon fireplaces. All the Napoleon products you need are available at Gemco, 9281 50th Street. I'm always fired up to do the show. I love doing the show. I love working with you, Jay. Love working with the Coob, all our other great staff at EST. I'm also fired up. I have another long weekend. I took Monday off. Going to start burning those holiday days. So I have Monday off. I'm hoping to go for a good outdoor run tomorrow morning.
Nice.
I'm not one of these, I always feel like I let people down because people are like, Reid, what do you got planned for the weekend? And I'm like, I don't know. I just kind of roll with it. And I would like to see, and maybe I won't do it till Monday, I would like to see The Mandalorian and Grogu. Though I have already seen very, very lukewarm reviews.
Oh.
Like it's a solid about 6.5 out of 10.
Oh, no.
It's okay. But I still would like to see it. And let's face it, Grogu is cute.
Is that the little Yoda looking thing?
At first he was called Baby Yoda, even though he wasn't Baby Yoda. He was a baby of that species.
Okay.
I don't even know what they're called.
What is the species?
Can't remember what they are. But I'd like to see The Mandalorian and Grogu. You have something planned for the weekend, but we're going to hold off on that till after our next little quick segment here. But we got things to be fired up about for Gemco. How about the afternoon headlines presented by 100.3 The Bear, Edmonton's best rock? Stream them on iHeart today. This is Chet Palmer with your sports report. The Habs sure blew the doors off the Windy Boys. Carolina looked like a brother-in-law at the roulette table. An early hit and then playing catch-up all night long. The Bluebirds are back home against the Pirates. Hey, Jason Milne, is that Long John Silver in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? Memorial Cup tonight in Kelowna. Hey, you better watch out for Ogo Pogo. Hey, Jason Milne, is that a mythical serpent in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? I'm Chet Palmer.
Wow. 2 in your pockets. First was Long John Silver.
Yeah.
Second was mythical serpent.
There's a mythical serpent in your pocket.
Is that where Ogo Pogo is believed to,
yes,
to
Lake
reside?
Lake Okanagan. Isn't that down there?
Yes, it is.
Isn't Okanagan on the shores?
Have you seen Ogo Pogo?
Kelowna's like right in the middle of Lake Okanagan, isn't it? Yeah. I don't know my BC. Yeah, Okanagan Lake, as it's showing up here on the map. Very long and narrow lake.
Mm-hmm.
I have not seen Ogopogo. Have you?
No, I have not as well. We used to go there. I think there was like a old McDonald's farm or something down there as well. I think we went there as kids on a trip. And that was the thing. Like, Ogopogo was a thing. Is Ogopogo still a thing in Kelowna?
Probably. I feel as if...
Or is Kelowna too chic?
Oh, they're too
cool.
Too high-end now.
For good old...
To have a lizard swimming around the lake.
What's Nessie then?
Nessie's in
Scotland.
Loch Ness.
Loch Ness.
Yeah, the Loch Ness Monster is not in Kelowna.
How do we know?
Maybe there's underground tunnels.
Could be. Could be related.
Van Owen says, sounds like Reid might have an armadillo in his trousers, according to Chet. Van Owen, major bonus points for you, my friend. If you know what he's referencing, then you know. Should I tell you?
I think you should.
That's from Spinal Tap.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They were being interviewed about their appeal to female fans. And it's like, well, let's face it, we've got armadillos in our trousers. I believe that the line was something like that. All right. Abutsky, future CFL franchise, the Okanagan Ogopogos. Do you think the CFL would work awesome. In Kelowna?
Do I think it would work in Kelowna?
I mean, there are a lot of people there now.
There are.
That whole area must have as many people as Regina.
Probably.
That whole Okanagan area.
What do you think the population is of Kelowna?
170,000.
172.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
And Regina's like 200 and something? And then there's a lot of the surrounding area for Kelowna,
for the
right?
broader census metropolitan area, which includes West Kelowna, Lake Country, and Peachland, that's approximately 254,000. I don't know if that would suffice.
Okay, fair enough. Well, guess we're going to find out. The classic James in the Nasty Chat. Lizards reside in deserts, I believe. Ogopogo would be a reptile, most likely. Fair enough. He got me again.
Why? What did you say?
I think I said it's like a giant lizard or something.
Yeah, but isn't Kelowna like the northernmost tip of an arid desert?
But he lives in the water, though. I don't know. Jasmine says Kelowna is overrated.
Why?
For a CFL team or as a community?
I think Kelowna is fantastic.
All right. Off-topic. Speaking of traveling to smaller Canadian cities. For William Huff, since 1952, William Huff has provided industry-leading advertising solutions for thousands of valued clients. Their unparalleled customer service, combined with decades of industry expertise and a desire to make every job the very best can be, is what they call the William Huff Advantage. Visit their website at williamhuff.com or give them a shout, 780-454-4536.
Well, we're heading east, Reid. Got some basketball to play. Well, I don't. Going to watch my oldest daughter play out at the University of Saskatchewan. So she's heading out there with her junior Pandas basketball team. So I've got flag tonight with my middle daughter, and then we're going to get up early. The girls have informed me, my two youngest have informed me that we are getting up at 5 and leaving.
How's that going to work?
Not well. Not happening. We will depart early enough.
Okay.
I believe it's 5 hours to Saskatoon, maybe 4.5 the way I drive.
Sure.
So, we'll get there before noon because they want to. There's a water park in our hotel.
Okay.
So this is all the rage. Apparently, our room attaches to it. I mean, this is Water Park Central. So I'm all for that. But I want to know, for those of you that know more about Saskatoon than I, or have traveled to Saskatoon more than I, what is something I need to do in Saskatoon or en route to Saskatoon?
Oh, well, I got something. Stop in Lloyd and get a family photo where each of you has 1 foot in each province.
This is brilliant.
You have to get somebody else to take the photo.
This is what I'm looking for. Yeah. Or we could take a selfie, splitting the border.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Could put Rose on top of my shoulders and Faith on top of Rose's shoulders.
Yeah,
and we could all be like...
There you go. Half of you in each province. That's
what I'm looking for.
That'd be my suggestion. Yeah.
So send them in. 780-218-9999. What do I need to do in Saskatoon?
Or on the way.
Or on the way.
Or I guess on the way back.
Or on the way back.
Yeah. I would say stop in Lloyd, get a photo with half of each person in the two provinces.
I'm looking forward to the drive. I've driven to Calgary enough. Doing a different drive. What do they call that area? Because it's quite there's a massive valley,
Which area?
like heading east towards Saskatoon. There's like a band of valleys
Oh, I don't know.
through. Oh, what's the main town east of Lloyd?
Maidstone?
No, it's a bigger town.
North Battleford?
North Battleford.
Yeah.
That kind of landscape.
Oh, down,
beautiful.
Yeah. There's a nice golf course.
I've heard.
North Battleford, yeah. All right, 780-218-9999 is the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. The afternoon debate with our buddy Ben Thompson for Edmonton Garrison coming up. Here's Coop.
Six o'clock puck drop goes between the Avalanche and Golden Knights for Game 2 of the West Final. Cale Makar is out with an upper body injury, missing his second straight game as Colorado looks to tie the series. Mark Stone is out for his fifth consecutive contest due to a lower body injury. From Kelowna, the Memorial Cup begins. It's the Rangers taking on the Rockets. 7 o'clock start for that one, and tomorrow, Chicoutimi and Everett drop the puck. CFL preseason Week 2 action. Ottawa, Montreal kick things off 5 o'clock tonight with a trio of games tomorrow. The Elks in action out in Langford, BC against the Lions. Meanwhile, it's the Thunder and Spurs throwing down Game 3 of their series. They're knotted at 1 aside. Tip-off at 6:30. And to the CEBL, the Stingers Bandits tip-off 8 o'clock. Listen to the game right here on EST. Finally, full broadcast schedule at EdmontonSportsTalk.com. To the majors, Toronto welcomes in Pittsburgh. Game 1 of 3 total in their series. First pitch just after 5. Kevin Gausman on the bump for Toronto. And one game over in the majors, postponed between the Cardinals and the Reds. Earlier, we also saw the Astros topple the Cubs 4-2. Next up, it's the Guardians and Phillies with first pitch at 4:40. This sports update is brought to you by Say the Reid Sport Medicine. Connor McDavid's got a team of specialists, and you've got a bag of frozen peas. Get the same locker room approach that's trusted by the best in the game. Call them at 780-460-9977 or visit their website at SayTheReidSportMed.ca to book an appointment today. The afternoon debate up next. Ben Thompson sliding in studio here on Edmonton Sports Talk. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
2 guys and a goalie.
Hire it or fire it. Avs fans should be concerned after a Game 1 loss.
I'm going to hire it. They should be concerned, but I think the reason is because the Golden Knights finally have goaltending, and Carter Hart was really, really good. It was playoff goaltending that you saw.
2 guys and a goalie, presented by GS Construction. Tuesday and Thursday afternoons at noon, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
We have what you're looking for. GD Liquidators is Edmonton's one-stop shop for new and used warehouse, office, and industrial items since 1987. You'll find what you want when you want it. Give us a call, visit us in-store, or check out the monthly auctions at gdliquidators.com. 100% Canadian-owned and operated. We have what you are looking for. GD Liquidators.
River Cree Resort and Casino and K97 proudly present Prism and Aldanova. May 29th in the venue. Tickets at rivercreeresort.com.
River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement. Bet on it.
GCL Diesel has been serving oil country since 1972. From diesel cars to SUVs to pickups. From farm tractors to school buses to a big rig. From diesel generators to forklifts, GCL can test, troubleshoot, and repair all diesel fuel system components. Whether it's injectors, pumps, turbos, filters, or additive, GCL has the parts you need to keep your diesel running the way it should. For genuine diesel parts at wholesale prices, visit GCL Diesel in the West End or online at gcldiesel.com. GCL Diesel. Diesel understood.
The Canadian Brewhouse has a happy hour for any scenario. You finished work early? Happy hour. You finished work because you accidentally hit reply all to the entire company? Big happy hour. Your boss said, great job. Happy hour. Your boss said, per my last email. Ugh, emergency happy hour. You finally closed the big deal. Happy hour. With a huge selection of ice cold drinks and great food, the Canadian Brewhouse has a happy hour for whatever just happened at work. The Canadian Brewhouse. Your day just got happier.
When you bet with Play Alberta, you give back to Alberta. That's because it's the only app in the province that puts all revenue directly back into supporting programs and services that Albertans rely on every day. So next time you place a wager on your favorite team, know that you're also making a difference across the province through Alberta's General Revenue Fund. Visit playalberta.ca/EST to learn more. That's playalberta.ca/EST. Must be 18 plus. If you gamble, use your game sense.
All right, good to have you tuning in this afternoon. Jason Milne, Reid Wilkins, every weekday 3 to 6 p.m. on Edmonton Sports Talk. Zachary Kubish at the technical desk. Of course, we are in the Canadian Brewhouse studio. Picked up some Canadian Brewhouse for dinner last night. I stopped to grab it. I saw Deneau score to make it 2-1. And then I was going over to my parents. By the time I got to my parents, it was 3-1 Canadiens. Wild start to the game. Of course, they won it. And Jay got you the wing flavor of the month, the roasted
jalapeno poblano.
Yeah, jalapeno poblano. What'd you think?
Reid, they were perfect.
Yeah, they're good.
It's like a hot wing without all the sauce.
I told you. And
but it's not as hot.
Not overwhelming. Yes.
It was perfect.
They're just good. Those are some of the best wings I've ever had.
Yes.
I hope they should make that a permanent wing flavor.
And I just have to give a special shout out to your mom, Louise. Louise prepared a beautiful aluminum plate for me, hand prepared by Louise, with chicken wings, couple gyoza, a jalapeno popper, and some of her famous chocolate bark.
Right, that was not from the brew house. That was homemade, yes.
But she put it together like it was really, really well done, Louise. So thanks for doing that. I crushed that whole plate immediately after the hangout.
Well, and it's funny because I didn't tell you this morning or at lunch when you were eating them. I was telling my mom last night, I said, Mom, he's going to have brought his own lunch. He'll probably take this home and share it.
Oh, no.
With his family. No, it's all gone. It was gone quite quickly.
Those were gone by 11:30.
But the wings are great.
They're really
good. The wings are really good.
They're really good.
All right. So we're in the Canadian Brewhouse studio. And, of course, we have the afternoon debate presented by the Edmonton Garrison Memorial Golf Club, where golf intertwines with the historic valor of the Canadian Armed Forces. Memberships available at egmgolf.com. And don't forget, EGM Golf offering discounted rates for seniors and first responders. And the afternoon debate means Ben Thompson is here. Hello, Benny.
Hi, Reid. How are you?
Doing great. How are you?
Oh, I'm great. You know, just wrapping up my day here at work. Once I'm done here, I'll be heading home and then going to a friend's place, their campsite tonight. And,
oh, really?
Yep.
You're going camping tonight?
Camping for a little bit, and then I'll be driving back tonight.
Are you sleeping outside?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
No, because I got to be back here at 10 a.m. Hello Hockey. So, yeah, we'll be... I'll be out there for the night and come back and do another show tomorrow morning.
All right. Now, but the other day I read your ball hockey lineup on the air. How did that game go?
Well, tell ya, you guys fired us up enough to get our first win of the season. So, I mean, just a huge thank you to you guys. Shout out Louis if he's watching or listening. He usually has a tab open. He's doing office work this summer. So, yeah, I was telling you guys, we need a lineup read. We were playing one of like the best teams in Edmonton and best teams in Canada, and we did not think we were going to win, honestly. But you guys got us fired up, and sure enough, we got a win. So.
Well, good.
Yeah. Thank you guys.
Well, congratulations.
We'll need to do it more often. You guys are a good luck charm.
All right. You were 0-6.
Yeah. We needed to win. We were better than 0-6, like you said.
You needed to get your heads out of your butts.
Yep. And we did. And I got a 6-4 win. So
what is going on today for the afternoon debate for Edmonton Garrison Memorial Golf and Curling Club?
You guys are going to do another Keep 3 Cut 5. Mm-hmm. Okay. But today, you guys are going to be doing iconic sports pictures.
Oh, wow.
Give it to me.
So this is all sports, I'll tell you right now, there's no duds. Okay, like this is just iconic. Like we're going.
We'll see. So there's no photo of me dunking?
No, unfortunately not.
So now keep 3, cut 5. So I'm imagining keep. This is something I would want to get turned into a poster and have in my man cave or in my house.
That's
somewhere.
a good way to explain it.
Because they're all going to be great pictures, but it's like, do you want to display this in your home? Right?
Louis just texted me. He's listening. So shout out Louis. Okay.
Hello, Louis.
What's up, Lou?
That's Sedonic. He was paired with Lejoie in the game.
Oh, okay.
Yep. He said he appreciates Reid's bluntness and Jay's energy. It was very monumental. So there you go. Okay. I will.
Where that came from, Louis?
Yeah, for me too.
Okay, I'll lead you guys off with the famous OBJ catch.
Cut. That's no doubt a cut.
Really?
Yeah.
Right away.
To me, that is not iconic. The play is iconic.
Okay.
I would not describe that photo that is currently up.
So you wouldn't have that in your man cave. Like you're telling me you're making a man cave?
Well, and to be quite honest, that's the Giants versus the Cowboys.
Yeah, that's true.
This is NFC East.
Yeah.
I'm a Commanders guy.
Yeah,
this would be sacrilegious to have in my
That is
basement.
a great photo, though, getting that moment.
Yeah.
There would be another one-handed New York Giants catch. I don't know if you have it, that I might consider making a poster out of.
David Tyree?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's not, well, that was like the press.
The helmet catch.
The helmet catch.
Yeah,
And that's more iconic to me than because it was in the Super Bowl.
Right.
Yeah, that's a hell of a photo.
This is Odell Beckham Jr.
Yes.
Yeah. How long ago was this? 15 years, maybe? Maybe not that quite.
It's a fair ways.
Yeah, I think that I would keep this one if this was me, at least for Zach and I's age, like our age group. That was such an iconic moment for us growing up. Like that was the catch. If when you played basketball or football at recess, if you one hand catch anything, OBJ me, like that was always the saying. So that probably would be keep for me. But yeah, I thought I'd include that in.
It's iconic. The play was iconic. Everybody knows it, but is it going up in my man cave? No.
Yeah,
No.
but some people, like Tanis in the chat, says I'd keep it. For sure. Like some people are going to.
She's a Giants fan.
If you're a Giants
for
fan,
me,
yeah.
there'd be no, that wouldn't say anything
Right.
about me or what in my house. Yeah.
Good one, though. Good one to get us going.
Okay. Next is Michael Jordan's famous free throw line jump for the dunk.
Keep. I mean, this is Michael Jordan. This is Michael Air Jordan. Yeah. This is where that campaign came from. I think this was in a lot of kids my age, their bedroom. It's just an iconic dunk. This is the foul line dunk. And this is back when superstars used to take part in the dunk contest. I'll have you know. Right. But yeah, that just signifies that's everything. Wasn't this was this in Chicago, if I'm not mistaken?
I can't remember if it was or not.
But I'm keeping this. I do think this is iconic.
I just got a really funny limerick, by the way. I don't know if you got it too, Jay. We'll read it later. I would cut this. It is iconic. It is a slice of, I guess my younger years. You know, when I kind of started to be aware of sports and athletes outside of hockey. I guess into junior high and high school, and you're reading Sports Illustrated and stuff like that. But again, I don't know if I would need to have a poster of this in my home. So it's close for me, but I'm gonna cut it.
Michael Jordan, at least in my opinion, is the greatest to ever have played basketball. Certainly of my lifetime.
Right.
So this kind of just puts that all into one picture. His domination. I don't know. I like everything about it. It looks like he's flying. I'm keeping it. MJ's on my going up in my basement.
Okay. Jay keeps recuts. Next, the Usain Bolt look back as he's ahead of the other sprinters there. This one's iconic for me. I remember seeing that picture going, wow.
That is another great photo. I'm going to cut it. I might not keep any of these. I might not be impressed with any of these.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
Again, I guess I'm thinking if I'm having these up in my home as full-size posters, is there an emotional connection to me? Or where if guests said to me, how come you have this of all the things you could have hanging? There certainly would be probably a sprinter that I would have up.
Donovan Bailey.
Yeah. Maybe even I had Ben up. Who knows? But But this is like, of course he's great. These are all photos, well, especially the last two of, elite. Well, I'm not saying OBG wasn't elite, but, high end guys. But I don't know if I could say anything about this photo to people looking at it other than like, oh, I think it's cool. It looks cool. But it's not, I recognize his greatness, but it's not as if he's Canadian or I was out and out cheering for him, or it takes me back to a moment of joy.
Yeah, the emotional connection is not there with me. I would certainly, it would be there with me if you had Donovan Bailey beating that scumbag Michael Johnson in the 200 meter race at
the 150
or 150 at the Sky Dome, right? And he pulled up with a fake hamstring injury. That would be, because I remember that was great, and when Donovan Bailey won. But this just doesn't have it, and plus Andre DeGrasse is in the photo. He's trying his best, but Usain Bolt's just having fun with the lads. Yeah, I'm going to cut this, but nonetheless, it's a great photo.
Okay. Both cut. So Jay's only used one keep so far.
Yeah.
Next, maybe the most iconic picture in sports history, Muhammad Ali knockout.
Yeah, that's a good one. Is this Liston? I can't remember now. It is Liston. Because I'm running out of slots and I need to keep something, I'll keep it. No, and again, I didn't see it live. I wouldn't have even been born, I don't think, when this happened. Would have I been?
Was this in the 60s?
Was it early 70s?
Or 70s?
No.
But that is a classic photo. Like what a perfect moment in time.
I'm really torn on this one, Reid.
Yeah.
Because this to me just it encapsulates domination.
Yeah, this was in 1965. That's boxing at the time was certainly different than it is now. And it's just a perfect moment, right? That just kind of sums up Ali.
I don't know why, but I've seen the version of this photo in black and white as well.
Right.
And I don't know why. The black and white hits harder for me. Maybe it gives it more of... I don't know why, but it does. So there's still going to be...
I'm gonna keep it.
4 left, huh?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna pass then. I'm gonna cut it.
Be different.
It's great. Don't get me wrong. Ali is. It's Muhammad Ali. Is he the GOAT of boxing?
He might be the GOAT of
Was he a heavyweight?
Yes. Oh yeah.
So he'd probably be a GOAT in the heavyweight category.
Yeah, well, no, he might be the GOAT.
Mm-hmm. You think so? Not Floyd Mayweather?
He might be the GOAT sports since it's been organized in the last 120 years.
You're saying across all sports.
All sports, all eras. Really? In our modern era of life, when we've had leagues and air travel and media coverage and all that kind of stuff. He might be the GOAT.
Wow, okay.
That's why I would tend to put him up. Yeah. That's why I would tend to keep that photo.
Okay. Next is Tiger Woods, 2008 U.S. Open, sinking a putt, stay alive. There was the backstory behind this. He rushed to participate in the U.S. Open following knee surgery 2 months earlier, played through the pain, and he sinks a 12-foot putt on the last hole to force a playoff.
This is Mickelson, right? I think he was playing.
Mediate.
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 Yeah.
This was on the Sunday, and then he beat him in the 18-hole playoff on Monday, right?
Yeah.
How about that 18-hole playoff, kid? Again, that's a great photo. I'm struggling with these, Ben. This isn't what I expected it would be.
You would think I'd go more...
I don't know what I expected.
Well, there's still 3 left.
Maybe I just realized
there's still 3 left.
This is
That's a great photo.
It is, but that reaction and I don't know. When I think of Tiger's one of his greatest moments, at least for me, is that chip shot or that, it was a chip or a putt at the Masters.
The chip, 2005.
Yeah.
16th hole of him missing the high five with his caddy at first.
And with the crowd behind him. I mean, I know there's a crowd here.
Sounds like you're cutting.
Yeah, I don't know. And I'm trying to think what Ben still has coming here. Oh, this is tough. But I'm also thinking, again, if we're going to hang these in our houses, do I need a photo of Tiger Woods in my house? I'm going to cut it. I'm going to gamble. And I'm going to gamble that Ben's got something hockey still coming. Crosby or Henderson. If he has the American Sports Illustrated cover from 1980, though, I'll cut it. Tiger Woods 2008 U.S. Open. I'm cutting it. Though that was a great tournament. That was an incredible tournament.
Oh man,
I'll cut it and I'll have to take two of the final three.
I'm going to keep it because I just think Tiger is the greatest golfer of my time. So I've got the greatest basketball player of my time, the greatest golfer of my time in my basement.
Right.
So I'm happy with my two keeps of MJ and Tiger.
Okay. Which leads me into the famous Bobby Orr goal.
Yeah, I'm cutting it.
Yeah, I'm cutting it as well.
Really?
Well, I have two reasons why I'm
okay.
Jay knows why I'm cutting it.
I'm cutting this because I already have it in my basement.
Nice.
I have it signed by Bobby Orr and another individual that's in the photo who is the late great Glenn Hall.
Right.
And Glenn Hall was my guy. So I don't need this, that was one of Glenn Hall's thing that he would say is that he went back after the game and into the locker room, and the first thing he always did was crack a beer. And he said, I finished that beer before Bobby Orr hit the ground.
Right. Yeah.
I am cutting this photo.
Yeah, again, a classic photo, one of the best players ever to play. But for me, no emotional connection, really. I'm not a Bruins fan. If anything, they're one of the teams I would not like in my personal life. And I don't know. Why would if somebody came to me like, oh, you like the Bruins? I'd be like, no, I don't. Did you like Bobby Orr? I'm like, well, I never really saw him play when he was healthy. I wasn't born when this came up, so I'm going to cut it, Ben. You've boxed me in. I got to keep the last two.
You have to keep next two.
There better be something Canada or Oilers related or Golden Bears, like Jason Milne killing that kid from Simon Fraser.
Okay, well, I can't tell you I went that direction on this next one, but I went Canadian.
Do you have a keep left, Jay?
I have one keep, one cut.
I have both keeps left. Oh, my.
Next is the Kawhi shot.
Oh, I'd be fine having this up. Yeah.
When we talked about possibly doing this topic, this was the first picture that came to my mind right away. Was this one?
Really? This is the one?
Yeah. Right away.
Interesting.
Because
he's just a young man.
Well, because I remember where I was when I saw it and everything, and I mean that to me it's just like the whole bench,
live,
the whole bench right behind him. He's kneeled down, this is.
I don't know if I've ever seen this exact
really
before.
If I was going to, I'm going to cut this, and I'll tell you why. Because there's a better picture.
Really, you think?
I think so.
Like this one's a little hard to make everybody out.
Joel Embiid is it's when he's releasing the shot.
When he's
not when it's going
from
in.
the side.
Pretty cool though that everybody's looking at it.
It's
and
from the side. Joel Embiid is right on him.
One?
Yeah,
that one. That is the shot. Reid, look at this. To me,
yeah, that's a better photo.
That's a better photo.
I think
this
that's
is
a better
too
photo.
Confusing.
Yeah. But I'd be fine having that up. Like an incredible moment to win the second round. Don't forget. This is one of these things, Jay. I know it's not exactly the Mandela effect we talk about, but 30 years from now, someone's going to say to us, yeah, that Kawhi shot to win the championship against the Sixers. And we're going to have to be like, no, that's not what happened.
Right.
Who
put this up? Coop?
Yeah.
See, that's not the one.
That wasn't even one. Yeah. I mean, it's from a side angle. It's from the other side of the court. To me, what I like about that picture is it's the moment of the pause of everyone's waiting for the ball to drop. That to me is the significance of that picture of even Embiid, Kawhi, everyone's waiting for that ball to fall.
Yeah, and the guy who took the shot had time to sit down and look at it.
Yeah. So
I'd be fine keeping that, whatever angle there is of the Kawhi shot for sure. And I remember where I was when I was watching that. And
Yeah,
thought,
that was a big moment.
Yeah. Okay. So Jay and Reid are both keeping this final picture.
Okay.
And it's the Joe Carter jump.
Oh, absolutely. That's a huge keep. Yeah, absolutely, baby.
Yeah.
Keeping that one. That's one of the best moments ever for me as a fan. That's a good photo. There'd be several other ones that would be similar. That's not the Sports Illustrated cover, is it?
I don't think so.
But they had a similar one. I don't know if I've ever seen that one specifically. Oh yeah, this one. Here's the Sports Illustrated one. He's kind of looking back to the dugout.
Looking back,
But that's a good one. Because I like that one.
Because it's just him.
It's just him, but you know what's going on around him in the stadium. And then what's going on around the country as he's doing that. That is an all-time photo. Yeah, I'm actually, at the end of the day here, I'm fine with my keeps. Certainly the Kawhi shot and the Carter thing. I wish there was something Edmonton related.
Mm-hmm. I thought about it. What do you think?
Maybe I would have subbed Woods for Ali Liston.
Okay.
Because again, I witnessed. That would have been three things that I actually witnessed live.
Yeah.
That I would have posters of.
What Oilers one comes to me, like I think I was talking about with Hernan, like is it Gretzky holding the cup with the media around him and stuff?
There's fans on the ice.
Yeah, right. I think that was the one that jumped to me right away too. I thought about going that direction, but decided to keep it more broad, I guess, with sports. So I think the most iconic hockey photo is the Bobby Orr one.
Oh, for hockey, for sure. I mean, I was wondering if you were going to go, the Crosby with his gloves off.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
After scoring.
Yep, that definitely could have been there, too.
Henderson was it Esposito hugging around the waist or whoever came in? Like, that would have been a...
Well, if you want to talk recency bias, I mean, that McDavid photo after they won the Four Nations face-off. Where
at the corner.
And he's looking at
jumping. That's a good one, too. Yeah, that's a good one.
Just trying to think...
I mean, Bailey after the 100 meters in 96. And isn't there one, too, of Bailey winning the relay?
With his hand up,
because he puts up the number. They would have had the world record if he hadn't raised his hand before the finish line.
So I'm keeping the MJ photo, Tiger Woods photo, and Joe Carter. I'm happy with that. All of those, I would remember. I don't qualify the OBJ catch just as an NFC fan. I can't. Usain Bolt, it didn't have as much meaning to me. Muhammad Ali, I don't really remember boxing. Right? Bobby Orr, been there, done that. And the Kawhi, I didn't like the angle.
Yeah, I'm keeping Ali Liston, the Kawhi shot, which again, I think there are better angles, and the Joe Carter photo is...
I knew you would. I knew you would like that one.
People would just know what that is. It's just one guy with his arms up, but anybody, I think even younger guys like you and Coob would know what that is.
Yeah.
Like, that's the home run that won the World.
Yeah, that's been pumped into our brains. No clue.
Mitch Williams.
Okay.
The Wild Thing.
What team? Dun.
I don't know.
Coob, who'd they beat? Who'd Carter hit the home run against? Phillies.
Oh. Now that you say that, I probably could have gotten that, but not off the top of my head.
I wonder what you were going to do with this. That was a pretty good job. I mean, I wondered if you were going to...
I threw in a couple...
Oilers, Elks stuff.
Yeah.
I
threw in a couple ones that, I would, that are some iconic for my generation. Like, the OBJ one is huge for ours. Kawhi, obviously. So I probably would have kept those two, and then... I would have probably had the Joe Carter jump because that one is so iconic. But yeah, it was there was a lot of different ways I could have went. What would have been good, Elks/Eskimos one?
I guess maybe just someone holding a Grey Cup.
Yeah,
but I don't know if there's any in-game ones. There's no photo of maybe if there's one of Gizmo caught mid-flip. I think there are photos of that, Jay, where he's upside down. Basically,
that would be good.
Yeah, those would be good from a local perspective. But good job, Benny.
Thank you.
All right, so what's on Hello Hockey tomorrow?
David Pagnon, as of right now, we're trying to land a Montreal guest. Talk about, the Canadiens over there. They are buzzing right now after game one. So we'll try to break that down. Yeah, obviously David Pagnon, no Belzy, so it's gonna be Tom and I running the ship tomorrow. And, so we'll be on from 10 to noon. And we'll break down everything that's going on around the hockey world.
All right, great job for the afternoon debate for Edmonton Garrison Memorial Golf and Curling Club, EGMGolf.com. Jay's play of the day when we get back. Here's Coop.
The Western Conference Final continues in the NHL. Avalanche and Knights going at it. Game 2, Colorado trailing 1-0. Puck drop at 6 o'clock. No Cale Makar for the second game in a row for Colorado, out with a upper body injury, and captain of Vegas, Mark Stone, is missing his 5th consecutive contest due to a lower body injury. From Kelowna, it's a Memorial Cup getting going. Rangers, Rockets, Butthead, 7 o'clock puck drop. Chicoutimi and Everett, they dance tomorrow to the CFL preseason week 2. Action kicks off. It's Ottawa and Montreal getting things going at 5. And tomorrow there's 3 games on tap with the Elks out in Langford, BC, to battle the Lions. To the NBA, the Spurs Thunder throw down Game 3 of their series. They're knotted 1-aside, tip-off at 6:30. And in the CEBL, the Stingers and Bandits have a date, 8 o'clock start. Listen to the game right here on EST. Find the full broadcast schedule at edmontonsportstalk.com. In the majors, Toronto welcomes in Pittsburgh. Game 1 of 3 total in their series. First pitch just after 5. Kevin Gausman to the bump for Toronto. And at 4:40, it'll be the Guardians and Phillies matching up, while the Rays and Yankees are also in action. This sports update is brought to you by the Edmonton Elks. The doesn't start on game day, it starts before kickoff. Get your single game tickets today and be there for every hit, catch, and touchdown. Lock in your seats now at goelks.com/tickets. Jay's play of the day for Play Alberta. Once we get back here on the Reid Wilkins Show, I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
The oil stream.
It's not a distraction to let a guy who's not active within your organization, like, hey, can we talk to him? Yeah, sure. It takes 4 seconds. Like, it doesn't affect Kelly McCrimmon's day. Like, they're being difficult. They're trying to flex and strut and be like, look at us. You can't take our guy. Well, he's not your guy. You fired him. But it's in line with how that organization conducts themselves.
The Oil Stream, presented by Boston Pizza. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons at noon. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Some of us are walking, others are biking. Together, we are accelerating the pace of MS research breakthroughs. This May, join Sentinel Storage at an MS walk in your community. Sentinel Storage, proud partner of MS Canada.
At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
River Cree Resort and Casino and K97 proudly present Prism and Aldanova. May 29th in the venue. Tickets at rivercreeresort.com.
River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement. Bet on it.
Goodwill is
one shopper, finding something I never knew I needed. A jacket, a deal, one donor, letting go of something so someone else can move forward.
One program participant,
learning,
trying,
building skills,
building confidence,
building a future.
One purchase, one donation, one job,
one choice.
Goodwill is
the power of one, the power of one, the power of one, the power of one.
Goodwill Industries of Alberta. It all starts with one.
Somewhere, someone is sitting on a patio that is literally part of the parking lot. They're hot, uncomfortable, and bored. Do not be that person. The Canadian Brewhouse has a rooftop, real turf, misters, fire tables, patio games, big screens, and zero reason to be bored. This summer, your standards are higher than a parking lot, and you know it. The Canadian Brewhouse, Canada's best patios.
Looking for flooring? Paramount Flooring has it all. Sales, service, and expert installation. With options for every style and budget, open 7 days a week. We've got you covered. Quick delivery and in-stock deals. Plus, EST listeners get 10% off. Visit ParamountFlooring.ca today.
Well, we love when you win stuff. So in about 10 minutes, so just a little bit after 4, we'll have the final qualifier for the grand prize draw to win 2 tickets to the match between Canada and Uzbekistan World Cup Send-Off Series, June 1st at Commonwealth Stadium. We'll ask a trivia question. Whoever gets it right, texting into 780-218-9999, River Cree Resort and Casino inbox, will be our 11th and final qualifier for the grand prize of the 2 tickets. And then at about 4:40, 4:45, we'll give away the tickets, the grand prize. Sound fair?
Very.
So we qualified 11 people because there's 11 people on a pitch per team at a time. So we did 4 Tuesday, 3 Wednesday, 3 Thursday, the final position today, the goalkeeper today. Okay? And then actually we're going to roll the D100. Jay will assign everybody a group of 9 numbers. If I happen to roll 100, it'll be a re-roll. So the numbers 1 to 99 will be covered. So that's how we're going to do that. So the question to determine the final qualifier is coming up just after 4 o'clock.
It's Jay, it's play, he's Jay, it's today. It's Jay's play of the day. It's Jay's play of the day. Jay's play of the day.
Presented by Play Alberta. When you bet with Play Alberta, you give back to Alberta. That's because it's the only app in the province that puts all revenue directly back into supporting programs and services that Albertans rely on every day. Next time you place a wager on your favorite team, know that you're also making a difference across the province through Alberta's General Revenue Fund. Visit playalberta.ca/EST to learn more. Playalberta.ca/EST. You have to be 18 and older to play, and if you gamble, please use your game sense.
Well, Reid, going back to the association tonight, went well for us last night.
For you. You came up with it.
Well, with the help of Knicks insider Josh Clausen, CTV chief meteorologist. So that was the Knicks -6, covered. Bing bong. Today's play, we're going back. San Antonio Spurs, Oklahoma City Thunder. Oklahoma City averages 120 points per game. San Antonio Spurs average 117 points per game. Both games thus far in this series have went massively over. The over was set at 218.5. So I took over 219 total, or 219 or more total points. That has been boosted to plus 107. If you would like to ride along, visit playalberta.ca, click on sports, click on EST specials. I'm feeling hot, Reid. I'm feeling like I'm getting.
Well, you're looking
groove.
hot.
You know, thanks, baby.
You can barely see the road from the heat coming off.
I like it. Playalberta.ca, click on sports, click on EST specials. You'll see Jay's play of the day, as well as a plethora of other plays. And if you haven't yet, download the Play Alberta app. You will not be disappointed. And Reid, always remember to use your game sense.
It's Jay, it's play, he's Jay, it's today. It's Jay's play of the day. It's Jay's play of the day. Jay's play of the day.
All right. If you have us on YouTube this afternoon, give us a thumbs up. If you haven't already, smash the like button. And then once you've given us the thumbs up, then please hit the share button.
Do you believe in life after love?
And send the show link off to several other people who you know. Get them involved as well. We want to get to at least 100 thumbs every show. We have a pretty good streak of doing that. We're right now at 41, so not a bad pace. But if you haven't done it, why wait? Why wait? Like, you might forget later. You might get doing something on your Friday afternoon or going into the evening. Just hit the thumbs up right now.
Pitter patter. Let's get at her.
I have a limerick here from Waddy in Cloverdale. From the shop, there's quite a stench. Steve's working hard, pulling a wrench. Grab pit stick, do it quick. That horrible odor we must quench.
Wow.
Now, you know what I like about that especially? What do you think? Lines 3 and 4.
Brief.
Nice and quick. Keep it moving. Grab pit stick. Do it quick. Wonderful work. Waddy and Cloverdale, bonus points for you. So who has bonus points today? Who was that quoted Spinal Tap in the Nasty Chat a while ago? I already forgot. That person got bonus points, and now Waddy and Cloverdale getting bonus points as well. Pretty good stuff. 780-218-9999 is the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. Tap 25 has their happy hour Sunday to Thursday, 9 a.m. until 7 p.m. You got $5.25 drinks, all beers, including bottle and draft, import and domestic, select premium well highballs, and select premium wine, served at Tap 25, Center Bar, Onyx, and on the casino floor. That's Sunday to Thursday, 9 a.m. until 7 p.m. All right, the Oil Understood for GCL Diesel is coming up. We're going to give away those soccer tickets to the match on June 1st. But first, the 4 o'clock break.
The Lock Shop.
What's it take for SJ to be considered the greatest Canadian basketball player of all time?
I mean, if he retired at the end of the season, is he not?
I think there'd still be enough people that would have Steve Nash right now.
Nash had an incredible career. And I mean, MVP is always one of those conversations that is hotly debated. The championship and the MVP of the finals, that kind of puts him on another level.
The Lock Shop, weekday mornings at 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
You've always known GCL Diesel as the experts in diesel fuel systems, but did you know that GCL is also your source for turbochargers and turbo repair? As a turbo supplier for Garrett, Borg Warner, and Holset, GCL can provide genuine original equipment turbos at wholesale prices. Whether it's diesel, gas, natural gas, or performance, we can provide you with the turbo or custom repair you require. Turbo questions? We've got turbo answers. Visit us in the West End or online at GCLDiesel.com. GCL Diesel, turbochargers, understood.
Worksite ready, Western tough. Lamley's Workwear is calling all tradespeople, oil and gas crews, construction workers, farmers, and hard-working Canadians. Built for the job with quality craftsmanship, job site protection, and cowboy-worthy durability. Trusted brands like Airy at Work and Wrangler Rigs, designed for performance and all-day comfort on the toughest sites. No matter the season, Lamley's has the workwear you need. Shop the full range now at lamleys.com/work.
LAMMLES.
Time for a new career in 2026? Or maybe your kid is still pondering their path. Good news! Weiss Johnson is hiring. It's Dennis, and not only are we hiring for heating and air conditioning, we're also looking for experienced plumbers and gas fitters. With the growth in residential development, there's no shortage of opportunities at Weiss Johnson. Choose your path with us. Learn from one of the industry leaders, and we will grow together. Receive great benefits and school reimbursement as well. Visit weiss-johnson.com today.
It doesn't start on game day. It starts before kickoff. Before the first snap. Before the noise. Before everyone else. This is Edmonton football. The only way to experience it is being there when it happens. Every hit, catch, and touchdown. Season seats, flex packs, groups, single games. There's a way in for everyone. Edmonton Elks. Our city, our year. Get your seats now at goelks.com/tickets.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
Colorado and Vegas matchup, Game 2 of the West Final at 6 o'clock. Cale Makar out with an upper body injury. Is a no-go there for Colorado. A second straight game he's missing due to injury in this series. Colorado trailing 1-0 in the series with Vegas captain Mark Stone missing his 5th consecutive contest with a lower body injury. From Kelowna, the Memorial Cup gets going. The Rangers and Rockets butting heads at 7 o'clock tonight. Tomorrow at Chicoutimi and Everett hitting the ice. CFL preseason week 2, it's Ottawa, Montreal kicking things off 5 o'clock. 3 other games tomorrow with the Elks on the road in Langford, BC, battling the Lions. Meanwhile, the Thunder and Spurs throw down Game 3 of the West Finals, knotted at 1 aside entering the contest, which gets going at 6:30. To the CBL, the Stingers Bandits tip-off 8 o'clock. Listen to the game right here on EST. Find the full broadcast schedule at edmontonsportstalk.com. And to the majors, Toronto welcomes in Pittsburgh. Game 1 of 3 total in their set first pitch just after 5. Kevin Gausman to the bump for the Jays. Bubba Chandler for the Pirates. And around the majors today, we also see the Rays and Yankees in action. The Twins battling the Red Sox while the Guardians challenge the Phillies. I'm Zachary Kubish. That was your Sports Update. Hour 2 of the Reid Wilkins Show starts right now.
All right, hope you're doing well. He's Jason Milne. I'm Reid Wilkins.
Make it so, number 1.
It's Patrick Stewart. As Jean-Luc Picard. Zachary Kubish is here at the technical desk. Go to the weekend. I'm getting another long weekend. I have Monday off. Jay's going to Saskatoon for some basketball, but you're coaching first tonight. Are you leaving early again today?
I am.
Early checkout? Early dismissal Fridays for Jay?
Early dismissal.
From EST?
Well, it's really nice that they let me do that to get out to
really
coach.
Missing the last segment.
Yeah, I know.
Did you have to approve that? Like, did Maddie? Well, okay, Jay, I guess I can, but you have to.
I sent an email, Reid.
And what did he say?
I sent an email to Dustin and Matt.
And what did they say? Well, maybe we shouldn't talk about this. Maybe it's private.
No, it's not. It's okay. I went to Dustin and he said, "What did Maddie say?" And then I went to Maddie and he said, "What did Dustin say?"
They're like, "What email?"
Because he said, "Well, if Maddie says it's good, I'm totally fine with that." I mean, hey, it's great. That's I love coaching. It's fun. We're in tough tonight, playing an undefeated team. So
what's your team's record?
Got to rally the troops. We're 2-1.
So 2-1 against 3-0. So still could be good,
right? Yep. This is where ages come into play. So this is a 12-13 age group.
Okay.
Everybody on my team is 12 or 11.
Oh, really? Okay.
But that's okay. So we knew we might take some bumps this year.
Yeah, that's fine.
But it would be awesome to go in there and just blow the doors off this.
What's the scouting report on the opposition, though? Like,
big,
what
Coop. They're big.
They're just big?
But we're quick.
Oh.
Let's see how that matches up, baby.
Yeah.
780-218-9999 is how you text us, the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. We do have a fun off-topic topic today presented by William Huff with Jason Milne going to Saskatoon for the weekend. What should Jay do on the way to Saskatoon or while in Toontown? I suggested stop in Lloydminster, take a picture of the family standing with one leg in each province, one in Alberta and one in Saskatchewan.
I like that.
Well, try and find Wallerton as well.
What's that?
The from Corner Gas when they brought up the town of Wallerton.
Timber Woodsman says you can watch the best team in the CFL play a preseason game versus the Bombers.
Are they in Saskatoon?
They must
for
be.
The preseason game
at Husky Stadium, Griffith Stadium. That can't be. I'm not going to Regina. I'm going to Saskatoon. And Library Pat says, Jay, it's our very own North Saskatchewan River that you're talking about. It goes right past North Battleford and then along the highway until you cross it once more between Borden and Langham.
Oh, they are in Saskatoon. Griffith Stadium.
Are they?
Griffith Stadium is hosting the preseason game. I did not know that.
I will not set foot in that stadium.
We are sorry to doubt who set that in.
Timber Woodsman.
Okay. We are sorry to have doubted you. I did not realize the Riders were doing that.
And Lucan Cowtown adds, sorry, Mr. Reid, but I am not the Lucan Cowtown you were looking for.
Okay. I thought there was somebody, maybe I'm thinking of when he texted. I mean, I've worked here quite a time now, too.
Got a limerick here from Atif.
Let's do it.
Who I believe is Soon to be celebrating a 50th birthday.
Oh, really?
I believe.
Monumental.
The EST crew absolutely rocks. From the text line right down to our socks. With the
what? Well, when you hear the first line is rocks, I'm like, what is the T rhyme? What's he going to rhyme here?
The EST crew absolutely rocks. From the text line right down to our socks. With the nasties right here. For a birthday bash beer, at least I'm not crying in Leaf smocks.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yes.
That's pretty good. Okay, that is good stuff from Atif. Did he text that in? 70218-9999, River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. Let's do the trivia question. First correct answer is the final qualifier.
Well, and I'll remind those who have qualified.
Okay, yeah, you can't qualify again.
Aiden O'Neill, Hampton Steve, Sponsorship Nick, Chris Purper, Shotsky Jerry, Lisa Brodziak, Collingwood Rob, Pat Kaiser, and Sully. You've already qualified. So no need to send in an answer. Well, you can answer it if you want. You're just not going to qualify again.
Okay, so first correct answer is our 11th and final qualifier for the grand prize roll.
And this is for the 91 to 99 slot on the die.
Oh, that's right. Oh, because you're just going to go by the order of how people qualified. Okay.
We'll go through them.
What country was originally selected to host the 1986 World Cup? Mexico wound up hosting after this country said, you know what, we can't do it after all. What country was originally selected to host the 1986 World Cup? Okay? So Jay will keep an eye on the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox, and we'll go from there. Should we wait?
Well, the text box sometimes is slower.
Sometimes it's a little bit of a lag. All right.
We created quite a stir on Twitter today.
How?
Benny, we put together a post from Jerry Montejong's appearance on the show yesterday.
Okay.
There's a lot of people that... Well, it says there's a meme here that says, here's the attention you ordered. Enjoy. I don't know if that's directed at us per se or at Jerry.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, look, I don't have... I hope people understand that I mean this sincerely.
No, but
I don't have time to interact with everybody who hates the work I do. And it would be pointless interaction anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And on Twitter, there's probably a lot of people who didn't watch the whole show, didn't watch or listen to the whole interview, just see something they disagree with, so they hate everything to do with it.
Sure.
Right? Which is fine. I mean, we had feedback during the show yesterday saying, hey, Reid, hey, Jay, this is stupid. You shouldn't have Jerry on. Like, we got that during the show. We got that from some of our most involved listeners. And I said, I respect that opinion, but like it or not, this is something that people are talking about it. And Jay and I decided if enough people are talking about it, perhaps we should talk about it. Because let's face it, if we hadn't done what we did, there would have been people talking to their friends and family last night saying, like, yeah, I thought Reid and Jay would touch on that piece that Montejong did, and they didn't even do anything on it.
Right.
I wanted to know what they thought. Or they could have got Jerry on and made him face the music about it. So we decided to have him on. I get it if you don't like that. I get it if you don't think that is a story. I accept that. We had to go one way or the other, and we went a certain way. If you're going to hate Jerry for writing it, if you're going to hate us for having us on, if you're going to complain about it on social media, then I say congratulations. You have chosen how to live your life, as Jay and I have chosen how to do our show.
Good point.
But yeah, I look, we're sort of getting off the rails here again.
Well, isn't it our job to talk about these things?
And I'll say this as well. I generally don't consider criticism on Twitter legitimate feedback. That's why I don't look at replies in general. I rarely, if ever, interact with people on Twitter. I mean, sometimes I might see something that somebody is mad at us, mad at Dustin, mad at Tom, and I'll click on their account and you go through about their most recent dozen tweets and it's like, oh, they just spend all their time on Twitter telling other people that they suck. Congratulations. You hate everything and you have an outlet for it.
What do you mean? So you're saying when at Jets suck ass one responds to you, you don't take that seriously?
No, I don't. The original Jets suck ass. If he could have got the handle first, so we didn't have to put the one on the end, then maybe I would take it seriously. Yeah.
What about Son of Skunk?
Again, Skunk himself, the dad, I would listen to.
What about Ryan Matthew Speck? I mean, come on. These guys are legitimate.
Yeah, well, they might be.
Whatever. We're just here to do the reporting.
Well, here's the thing. Like, no matter what you do, I guess I'll say what we do, somebody hates it.
Sure.
Like right now, somebody is sitting there thinking, like, God, why are they talking about this? Why are they talking about the tweets that they got? Like, no matter what segment you do, somebody wishes it was something else or doesn't like what you're saying about it.
That's fair.
So, it's fine.
We had several correct answers. Vincenzo, the final qualifier for the 2 tickets to the send-off series, Canada, Uzbekistan. So we've got now all 11 qualifiers. When are we going to do the final draw, Reid?
About 4:40, 4:45.
Okay, so we'll go through what numbers are
Yeah.
associated with that at that point. But Vincenzo, you've got the 91 through 99 slot. Well done.
Okay, remember to give us a thumbs up. Again, it's slow with the thumbs, I think. Fridays are often slow thumb days.
Yes.
Maybe people are like, oh, I clicked every other day. Do I have to keep clicking? Yes, you do. This is the Oil Understood, presented by GCL Diesel, providers of the best diesel engine components around, from turbochargers to injectors, fuel pumps to sensors. They are the critical engine component experts, proud to serve Edmonton and Northern Alberta for over 50 years, and now a partner of Edmonton Sports Talk and the Reid Wilkins Show. GCL Diesel. Diesel! Understood. So what were you guys talking about, Coob, the 2014 Oil Kings?
Yes, the
last team to
2014.
win the Memorial Cup, last Western Hockey League team to win the Memorial Cup.
Right.
What do you remember? Were either of you guys following that team? Because I was already doing Inside Sports, so I was interviewing some of these guys. Do you remember who the starting goaltender was?
Tristan Jarry.
Tristan Jarry played 63 games in the regular season, had a .914 save percentage. Who do you think the leading scorer was on that team?
I checked the roster right after we brought it up. Curtis Lazar.
He was not the leading scorer.
Second leading scorer.
Griffin Reinhart.
No, he was a defenseman. Henrik Samuelsson.
Henrik
Samuelsson wound up playing 3 National Hockey League games, all for the Arizona Coyotes. Like, I would have thought he was a sure bet NHLer. Lazar, most recently an Edmonton Oiler, I'm not sure he's going to be back, was the second leading scorer on that team. Mitch Moroz, who the Oilers somewhat shockingly drafted 32nd overall, was their third leading scorer. Mitch Moroz never played an NHL game. He and Samuelsson got traded for each other in 2017, a few years after they were drafted. Cody Corbett, Edgars Calda. Who else am I looking at? Brett Pollock was on the team. He was drafted, never played in the NHL. Ashton Sotner, who's has played 23 NHL games, still playing in the American Hockey League. He was on that club. Dyson Mayo, he wound up playing. Dyson Mayo still played NHL games this past season, just 3 games. He's played 85, has mostly been in the American Hockey League. Did Mads Eller ever play in the NHL? No, he didn't play any games. I'm just having fun. So there's Griffin Reinhart. Griffin Reinhart played how many NHL games, do you think, Coop? Jay?
Griffin Reinhart. 47.
37. Do you remember the one NHL playoff game Griffin Reinhart played in?
No.
When they destroyed Anaheim in Game 6 in 2017. I think both Sekera and Clefbaum were hurt, and Reinhart played. Remember they beat him 7-1? A young man by the name of Mark Letestu had 4 points in that game. I think Leon might have had a hat trick, or if he didn't, he scored a couple of goals. Brandon Baddock was on that team. He played one NHL game for the Montreal Canadiens. Who else here would have played in the NHL? I'm having flashing back.
Did you mention Dyson Mayo?
Yes.
Oh, yes. No.
Yeah,
we
you
just
did
talked
too,
about him.
Coop.
Yeah. That was the one name that came. I'm pretty sure he came by my elementary school. I have a photo of the signed Memorial Cup team from 2014, and one of the defensemen came in. I didn't really remember. It was grade 6, it must have been. Yeah, I was in grade 6, 11, or 12.
For such a good team, I mean, they haven't played
That's interesting,
a lot of NHL games. I mean, Lazar would by far be the leader with 617. I don't even think everybody else combined would get this roster to 1,000 combined NHL games. Might be close, but I don't think, because nobody else was even over 100, were they?
Jari has 326.
Jari has quite a few. My mistake. Yeah, my mistake.
Nobody else, really.
Who else am I looking at here? I'm just clicking on some of these guys.
None of these names really ring a bell other than the.
So I guess
ones.
Lazar and then Jari. So that would be over 1,000. I guess with the skaters it wouldn't be. There's Tyler Robertson. Yeah, he didn't play after that. That was a great team. Coach was Derek Laxdal. I got, that's when I first knew Lazar. He was always great coming on my show at that time, and we still talk to him. Obviously played for the Oilers this past season. What about...
Sean Brown was an assistant coach.
Oh, right, yeah.
Steve Hamilton, associate.
And now Steve Hamilton might be the coach of the team that ends the Western Hockey League drought. If Everett wins it. Was that not Guy's pick yesterday?
Yes, it
Guy
was.
Flaming from the Pipeline Show. Starts tonight, right? Kelowna and Kitchener's the first game. Wonder who's doing play-by-play on TSN.
That guy from that place.
What is happening? This guy.
In trouble, trying to get away. He will not. Oh, what is he doing? What is he doing? He throws it away. It's picked up and brought back by Captain Todd and stopped down Hamilton. What is happening? The Ticats strike again. Oh, my goodness.
You should probably, it's just picking on Taylor Cornelius at this point.
Yeah, what is he doing?
He didn't need to do that.
He didn't.
He didn't need to do that at all.
Michelle R. in the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox says, people are too uptight nowadays. I still love you guys.
No, we love you back. No, I don't want to make it sound like I don't accept criticism, but there's a difference between criticism and just hatred. Right?
T. Kirk or Sobe Kirk says, Reid, you are awesome. Jay is pretty cool too.
No, I'm not denying our awesomeness by any means.
Abutski, to me, the whole topic of NHL team captains is a non-starter. I'm not and never will be a fan of Jerry Marajonk's work. I don't know the guy, so I don't hate him. Steb says, I understand why you had Jerry on. I didn't enjoy the interview. His whole narrative seems contrived, but I respect the journalistic integrity of having him on.
Well, right, and that's the point. We didn't put him on there, and I think most people understand that. We didn't put him on there to agree with him. We put him on there to say...
So he can explain himself.
Because you and I said to him, we disagree with most of what you wrote, but we want to give you the opportunity to explain it.
Here's a platform.
He didn't sway me. I thought he made a couple interesting points, but again, even if I say something is interesting, it doesn't mean I agree with it. Like, sometimes you'll try new food and you'll be like, oh, it's
interesting.
Interesting. Thanks for letting me... Oh, would you like some more? No.
Some people would suggest that this food might be better suited for others.
Yeah.
Sully says, you guys are beauties. I love this show, and you were getting my vote for show of the year.
Well, and I got to say something here, because sometimes we talk about other stuff. Well, this is related. I love interviewing people, quite frankly. That's one of my favorite things about the job, is conducting an interesting, well-paced, informative, and or entertaining interview is one of the things I really enjoy. So I enjoyed talking to Jerry. I enjoyed giving him a platform, again, to defend his belief.
Sure.
I didn't enjoy, like, it wasn't like, oh, you, like somebody, I saw Benny was reading something. He's like, okay, you guys, I can't believe you guys gave him a platform. Well, we didn't necessarily give him a platform to try to disseminate what he's saying. We gave him a platform to say, hey, okay, if there's some nuance or other things you want to say, here's an opportunity to say it. So I think that's what we should do, right?
I think that's what we're supposed to do, Reid.
All right, 780-218-9999, River Cree Resort and Casino Inbox. We have, we're doing the Oil Understood for GCL Diesel. We'll talk a little bit about the Elks preseason game. We're going to give away the soccer tickets in about 20 minutes. Yeah, so if you're one of the 11 finalists, stay tuned for that. Well, if you're not one of the 11 finalists, because we're going to roll the D100, which is always fun. Our Pasta Pantry Athlete of the Week is really an incredible story. He's the USports Male Athlete of the Year out of the Golden Bears track and field program, so you want to stick around for that. Here's the Coop.
The Western Conference Final continues. The Avalanche and Golden Knights drop the puck. 6 o'clock start. Cale Makar is out with an upper body injury, missing his second game in a row as Colorado looks to tie the series. And no Mark Stone for Vegas. He's missing his fifth consecutive tilt with a lower body injury. From Kelowna, the Memorial Cup gets going. It's the Rangers and Rockets, the first to hit the ice. 7 o'clock puck drop tonight. And Chicoutimi and Everett, they dance tomorrow. CFL preseason week 2, Ottawa, Montreal kicking things off. 5 o'clock. A trio of games dot the schedule tomorrow. The Elks in action against the Lions out in Langford, BC. Meanwhile, the Thunder and Spurs throw down game 3 of the West Finals. They're not at one aside. Tip-off at 6:30. In the CBL, it's the Stingers Bandits hitting the hardwood. 8 o'clock. Listen to the game right here on EST. Find the full broadcast schedule at edmontonsportstalk.com. To the majors, Toronto and Pittsburgh open a 3-game series. First pitch just after 5 o'clock. Kevin Gausman with the nod for Toronto. Bubba Chandler on the other side for Pittsburgh. And just warming up, it's the Guardians and Phillies about to get underway after 5 o'clock. We also see the Rays and Yankees in action while the Twins and Red Sox lock horns. This sports update is brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc, locally owned and operated, serving Leduc and surrounding areas since '93. They have doors, flooring, baseboards, and of course, they have plywood. Go see the knowledgeable staff today at Windsor Plywood Leduc. Some Elks conversation up next here on the Reid Wilkins Show. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric.
TSN's Jamie McLennan. Everybody hits their expiration date, and the Oilers looked like an uninspired group and an undetailed group when it really mattered. The players have to own that, but so does the coaching staff. So I think the next hire is critical for Stan Bowman. It has to be somebody who is militant and detailed in their structure.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric. Weekday mornings 6 to 9. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
When you bet with Play Alberta, you give back to Alberta. That's because it's the only app in the province that puts all revenue directly back into supporting programs and services that Albertans rely on every day. So next time you place a wager on your favorite team, know that you're also making a difference across the province through Alberta's General Revenue Fund. Visit playalberta.ca/EST to learn more. That's playalberta.ca/EST. Must be 18 plus. If you gamble, use your game sense.
When you cater with Royal Pizza, you're getting the same great pizzas, pastas, and salads you love, just bigger and built for a crowd. Perfect for teams, offices, or parties, Royal Pizza's catering brings real value around $10 per person. Delicious, high quality, and easy. If you like their pastas, you'll love their catering pastas even more. Visit royalpizza.ca or contact your local store for exact pricing and details.
So come on home, Royal Pizza, still making it great.
At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
When gambling, set a budget before you play. Stay informed and visit GameSenseAB.ca to learn how. Remember, if you gamble, use your game sense.
Since 1952, William Huff has been the heartbeat of Edmonton's advertising world. From humble beginnings to a citywide powerhouse, we've been the go-to for signage from print to design and installation. Partnering with Edmonton's top sports franchises and major events, we've helped shape the city's global reputation. Our secret? Unmatched customer service, decades of experience, and a passion for excellence we call the William Huff Advantage. Visit us online at williamhuff.com.
By the hammer of Thor, we're back. What is it? Mjolnir? I can't say it properly. It's because it's like MJOLNIR. Mjolnir? I don't know how they say it.
Building?
Yes, exactly. Jay was just taking in some energy there. If you saw us on YouTube and saw him in a bit of an unusual pose, he was just drawing in the power of the skies.
Yes.
780-218-9999 is how you text the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. We get any texts today?
Oh, we did,
Probably
Reid.
just angry people.
No, this is great. This comes in from Steb. Reid, you are an absolute beauty.
Okay. Well, thank you. Is that the whole message?
No.
Okay.
Years ago when you were working at Ched, I called into the radio.
Uh-oh.
For the first time in my life. I was 17 years old. I was so nervous I could hardly speak. But you treated me with respect and actually agreed with the point that I was making. That's a moment I'll never forget. And I appreciate you for it.
Well, thanks for that. Well, I did try to be patient or respectful with people. I mean, if we give out the phone number and say you call in, you have to be somewhat. Now, as people know, I have my limits. And you know, like there are times where it's like, okay, you've made your point or you're getting a little silly, so I'm going to interject here and move on.
Mm-hmm.
And then people have heard me on this show. There are times where I just say, hey, but like enough. Like,
okay, let's just keep going with this. Let's just move the direction here. The next off-topic topic is the nicest things you can say about Reid Wilkins.
No, don't do that today. No, we'll save that for another day.
Because T. Kirk says Reid could catch up my bun any day.
I don't know. If
like funny ways.
Is that okay?
Funny ways.
Odd ways to compliment.
Yeah, Reid.
Why just me?
Well, that's what the people want.
Portions of this hour presented by the Edmonton Elks. The only way to experience it is being there when it happens. Get your season seats today. Our city, our year. Lock in your season seats at goelks.com/season seats. I think I've told this story before, but this is one of those it's worth bringing up once or twice a year if something comes up. I think I got this as a text at Ched along those lines. Somebody wrote in and said that they were a teenager and they really wanted to talk about the Esks, and Halsey was hosting a show. And this person was really nervous. Like, I think they said they were like 13, 14, 15. Had never called in before. Loved the team. Wanted to talk about the team. Had an idea or a question for Halsey. Calls in, runs it by Halsey. And I guess Halsey, no, I did not hear this. So this is this person's version of the story. Though it sounds like it very well could have happened this way. And Halsey says, did someone just hit you with a bag full of stupid or what?
Oh, well, he didn't hold back,
No, he did.
Halsey.
He did not hold back. Yeah, but I mean, people know I can get crusty, and sometimes I do get a little mouthy with people. But I generally try to be welcoming, I hope.
Yes.
And again, if you're going to, we used to take calls on my old job. Like if you're going to take calls, you have to at least be patient or somewhat encouraging with people. The one thing I found, though, when I would jump in and cut somebody off, it wasn't because of what they were saying. It was because people tend to get repetitive. And again, if you're calling into a radio station, you're probably not a professional presenter. You probably don't speak on the radio for a living. So you could kind of tell when somebody had made their point, but they didn't know when to stop. So they kind of started making it again, and we're kind of blabbering. And at that point, it's like, okay, yeah, well, that's good. We hear you. You know, as opposed to just letting them go on for 40 seconds repeating themselves in kind of a
because nobody wants to hear that anyway.
Right. You got to still keep the show moving. Yeah. That's a great line, though. Did somebody just hit you with a bag full of stupid? Because you're not saying that person is stupid, but you're saying in that moment, perhaps they've been infected with stupidity. That's how I look at that. Would you see the Elks depth chart?
Yeah, I did.
You even brought it with you.
I got it right here.
So what are we looking at for tomorrow? Are they playing like 70 guys, or what are we thinking?
Okay, so if you want to say, look at, I would say most notably, the entire offensive line will be there. And the way that I've projected it are the players that are starting. So you've got Bordner at left tackle, O'Donnell at left guard, David Beard at center, Coulter Woodmansey at right guard, and Jordan Murray at right tackle. Those are who I projected to be starting.
Is Bordner one of the guys from Hamilton?
Yes.
And Woodmansey came from Hamilton?
Yes.
Wasn't there another guy they signed from Hamilton?
Jordan Murray, the right tackle. Big, tall dude.
And he's also playing?
He's also starting.
Okay, wait a minute. Where's our U of A guy?
O'Donnell, left guard.
Oh, there he is. Sorry.
Yeah. So they're playing.
So Hamilton last year, Edmonton last year, Edmonton last year, Hamilton last year, Hamilton last year. That's the line.
Yeah.
Okay. And wasn't this Carter? Where's this Carter guy from? He's not one of the Hamilton signings?
No.
Okay, sorry. All right, I'll give you that back.
They've got Cody Fajardo as a starting quarterback. So I would imagine you see a full series, possibly two, with the full O-line, Cody Fajardo, but there's no Justin Rankin. There's no Javon Leake.
Okay.
I will say that Austin Mack, Joe Robustelli, OJ Allaire are players that I think will be starting for this team at the receiver position. They are all dressing and there. Zach Mathis is also there. Carter Kettle, somebody to watch out of the University of Alberta. Excellent young man, is having a heck of a camp. And the secondary, the linebackers, the notable omission is Joel DeBlanco. He's not traveling with the team. So Nick Anderson, Kenny Logan Jr., and Waga Clements will be your linebackers. They are taking all of their D linemen, at least from what I can tell. So it looks like
we know J.J. Ross isn't going.
That's right.
Sorry, maybe you said that already.
Tyrell Ford's not going. So both cornerback spots. Looks like they're trying to figure out who they want to keep at cornerback.
I wonder how long the first team guys will play. And I was wondering if a lot of the first team guys wouldn't go at all, and they would just bring them out for the home game. Because I think there have been preseasons where the starters have played a quarter, like they don't even play a half sometimes. But is not the consensus, because you've been down there, and of course, everybody knows my former colleagues, Morley and Dave, are there a lot. You've talked to them down there. Is the consensus not that this has been, to be polite, an underwhelming camp for the offense so far? Is that unfair to say that? And if it is fair, is that not quite concerning?
It TBD on if it's fair or unfair, because at this point of a training camp, your offense is not at the same level as your defense. Your defense is built to react. That is the job of a defensive unit. Offense is installing different sets. They're installing different components of their playbook day to day to day to day.
Okay.
So it generally takes longer for an offense to come together than it would the defense. The defense, like I said, just reacts. But I still don't know how much you're going to see. To me, this is what I see from this, Reid. They want to find out who their backup cornerback is. Maybe two backup cornerbacks.
All right.
They want to see what they've got on their O-line because they are taking every O-lineman in camp. They also want to see what they have at quarterback. I think this is a battle between Schneider and Zabrowski for who's going to be the third quarterback. Taylor Powell's obviously going to be backing up Cody Fajardo, and who knows how that progresses throughout the year. But I think for the offensive line, you're going to look at what depth you have. For the defense, a lot of your defensive backups make up your special teams. So that is why you'll see a lot, like they're taking 3 free safeties. They're taking 5 will linebackers. They're taking 4 middle linebackers. Okay. Those are because they want to see how these guys play on special teams. Okay. Because that is a very important facet of the game of football. Those who have the best special teams generally win. So that's how I see it, at least breaking down. I'm not surprised. I'm kind of surprised Cody Fajardo is going, to be honest.
Yeah, I didn't think he would be going.
Now, whether he even plays or not, I don't know.
Well, you're not got to play if you're
not going
to
put him on the depth chart at number 1 and not. So maybe he gets a series, Reid.
Yeah.
I don't know how much longer I would see him getting in that game.
Yeah. That's, well, I mean, I guess we'll see. I don't want to judge anything based on them not even playing actual opponents yet.
No, and you can't rush to judgment for sure. But I will say this. JJ Ross was on the EST afternoons with Hernan and Joaquin. I was on JJ Ross the day he was in the lineup last year because Bynum was having a tough go at cornerback. They brought in JJ Ross. I really believe that JJ Ross could be a game changer in the CFL.
Yeah.
With him and Tyrell Ford on the corners, you've got Jalen Garnes at safety. Names escaping me. Cordell Jackson,
who we had on a couple days ago,
who is a playmaker. This secondary looks really good. I think the Elks defense might be the strength of their team and carry
who are
this
the
team
linebackers
earlier.
right now? Anderson,
Kenny Logan Jr., and Moaga Clements. Now, DeBlanco's going to factor in somewhere.
Was Clements there last year?
Yes, he was.
Okay.
So you might see DeBlanco at the weak side. Kenny Logan's on the strong side as the linebacker because he's a coverage linebacker. So in the CFL, you need to have a strong side linebacker that can cover on the pass.
Did Garnes ever play that position last year?
Yeah, Jalen Garnes is also.
But now he's safety. Okay.
I think he'll see Jalen Garnes strictly at safety, barring injury.
Okay.
Because don't forget, Mechie's not here as well. He's still recovering from an Achilles tear. Now, I've been seeing him working out on the sideline. I don't know what the timeline is on him. I would expect to see him back in the Elks lineup at some point this season, regular season.
Okay. Well, yeah, the defense really encouraging. I guess the offense, we'll see how they do here throughout the preseason. So they're on Vancouver Island tomorrow, Langford, to play the Lions. And then the home game is a week from today, the home preseason game against Calgary, and that's the one at Clark Stadium.
Yes.
Which is going to be pretty cool. Once the season starts, every Tuesday here on the Reid Wilkins Show at 5 o'clock, we'll have the Mark Killam Show for half an hour. The coach of the Elks is going to be with us live during the regular season to talk about the most recent game, the upcoming game, team storylines, and to take some of your questions as well. So that'll be pretty cool.
I might see Reid if we can't get him on after that final preseason game leading up to week 1.
Yeah, we'll try to do that. I think
we should probably start there.
Yeah, that would be a good idea. Yeah. All right, 780-218-9999 is how you text us. River Cree Resort and Casino Inbox. Check out the River Cree mobile app. Free to download. Get exclusive offers and promotions. Get show tickets. Make reservations for hotel rooms and restaurants. It's safe, secure, easy to use. rivercreeresort.com. When we get back, we'll do the grand prize roll. The D100 is coming out. 2 tickets to Canada, Uzbekistan on June 1st. Here's the coup.
Six o'clock, the Avalanche and Golden Knights drop the puck for Game 2 of the West Final. Cale Makar out for Colorado, an upper body issue sidelining him. He'll miss his second straight game for the Avalanche as they look to tie the series. And Mark Stone for Vegas. He's out for his 5th consecutive tilt with a lower body injury from Kelowna. It's Memorial Cup kicking off. Rangers, Rockets, butting heads, 7 o'clock puck drop. Chicoutimi and Everett dancing tomorrow. CFL preseason week 2, Ottawa, Montreal go at it 5 tonight with 3 games tomorrow. The Elks in action against the Lions out in Langford, BC. To the hardwood, it's a Thunder and Spurs tipping off Game 3 of their series. Knotted one aside. That goes at 6:30 to the CEBL. Singers, Bandits at 8 o'clock. Listen to the game right here on EST. Find the full broadcast schedule on edmontonsportstalk.com. In the MLB, Toronto welcomes in Pittsburgh Game 1 of their 3-game series. First pitch just after 5. Kevin Gausman, the starter for the Jays there. And 1 game's live now in the majors. Top of the first, runless between the Guardians and Phillies warming up. It's the Twins and Red Sox about to go down, and the Rays and Yankees will also match up. This sports update is brought to you by the Ranch Golf Club. The Ranch Golf Club delivers premier conditions, top-notch service, and unmatched value every round. It's why they're Alberta's top choice for corporate golf events. Visit theranchgolf.com today to find out more. Do our ticket giveaway next for World Cup tickets here on the Reid Wilkins Show. I'm Zachary Kubish. And you're up to date.
EST Hangout.
We're whipping the ball around like super fast. The structure is probably closer to what you play in basketball than, I mean, you do have to jog around, but...
My brother's probably screaming at either his computer screen or his whatever he's listening device. Go, yeah, Tom, suck it. Shout out Paulie. No, do not shout out Paulie.
The EST Hangout, presented by Sentinel Storage. Weekday mornings 9 to 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Hey sports fans, I'm Alistair Johnston with Canada Soccer. The biggest sporting event in the world is coming to Canada this summer, and we hope that you're just as excited as we are. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and I can't wait to share it with the whole country.
Sentinel Storage, official storage partner of Canada Soccer.
Goodwill is
one shopper, finding something I never knew I needed. A jacket, a deal, one donor, letting go of something so someone else can move forward.
One program participant,
learning,
trying,
building skills,
building confidence,
building a future.
One purchase, one donation,
one job, one choice.
Goodwill is
the power of one, the power of one, the power of one, the power of one.
Goodwill Industries of Alberta. It all starts with one.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know.
When you bet with Play Alberta, you give back to Alberta. That's because it's the only app in the province that puts all revenue directly back into supporting programs and services that Albertans rely on every day. So next time you place a wager on your favorite team, know that you're also making a difference across the province through Alberta's General Revenue Fund. Visit playalberta.ca/EST to learn more. That's playalberta.ca/EST. Must be 18 plus. If you gamble, use your game sense.
Hey sports fans, I'm Alistair Johnston with Canada Soccer. The biggest sporting event in the world is coming to Canada this summer, and we hope that you're just as excited as we are. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and I can't wait to share it with the whole country.
Sentinel Storage, official storage partner of Canada Soccer.
Our Past the Pantry Athlete of the Week is coming up in about half an hour. He was recently named the USports Male Athlete of the Year. Ryder Ratti out of the University of Alberta is our Past the Pantry Athlete of the Week. And I will tell you then how I used to work with his dad, sort of. Some people might have figured it out by now. Well, maybe not. It's kind of it's an interesting connection. I don't know if I don't think his dad would remember me, even if his dad's going to tune in this afternoon, but it is kind of fun. And Ryder is an incredible story of excellence and perseverance and survival, quite frankly. So we're going to talk to him coming up at about 5:20, the Past the Pantry Athlete of the Week. Portions of this hour presented by Commonwealth Stadium. Welcome to the jungle. It's time to come alive and get ready to be thunderstruck. These aren't just songs. They're the biggest concerts of the season. Guns N' Roses, Foo Fighters, AC/DC, Post Malone, all coming to Commonwealth. For more information on the biggest shows at Commonwealth Stadium, go to edmonton.ca/Commonwealth. And at Commonwealth Stadium on June 1st, What day of the week is that? Is that a Monday?
Monday.
That's like in 10 days. Next Monday, right? Canada, Uzbekistan, counting down to the World Cup. Big tune-up game for both sides. And we're giving away 2 tickets. So we've been qualifying people all week long. We have 11 qualifiers. Why not 11? 11 people on a soccer team at a time on the field, on the pitch, as they say in England.
May I interject quickly?
Yes. You don't have to be quick even.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for giving me that courtesy. Just a little tease for everyone.
Okay.
Reid, you just mentioned Post Malone Jelly Roll coming to Edmonton to Commonwealth. AC/DC.
Yes.
Their Power Up Tour.
Australian.
August 9th at Commonwealth Stadium. Guns N' Roses, August 25th. Foo Fighters and Queens of the Stone Age, September 17th at Commonwealth. Well, guess who might have some more tickets to be given away?
What do you mean? This show?
This show.
Really?
Reid.
That's the first I'm hearing of this.
Yes.
To the Foo Fighters or to any... What? To which? Where? Who? How?
Each one of them, baby.
Why?
Yes, we're going to be giving away tickets to Post Malone, AC/DC, Guns N' Roses, and Foo Fighter. Each concert that's coming up to Commonwealth. Well, they're our partners. Look at what it says on the screen. Look at that beautiful logo.
I'm stunned about the content of my own show. This is amazing.
Yes. Well, I mean, that's what partners do.
All right. Well, this is great
and
news.
We're spreading the good word for Commonwealth Stadium. Beautiful rec facility down there as well. If you wanted to take your kids for a nice afternoon, it's water. Speaking of a water park, you got a wicked water park there. A nice slide.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, fun. So stay tuned.
Okay, that's awesome to hear. 780-218-9999 River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. Email reid@edmontonsportstalk.com, jay@edmontonsportstalk.com. If you are on YouTube this afternoon, smash the like button. Give us a thumbs up.
Click, click, click. Must you click? Please, please click. Must you click? You must click. Thumb, thumb, thumb.
All right. And we want to get to at least 100 thumbs every show. The Friday thumbs are always a little slower. We're just getting to 60 right now, so we got to pick it up. No reason not to give us a thumbs up. Well, I guess if you hate us, you wouldn't give us a thumbs up. But anyway, we're going to give away.
You can give us a thumbs down if you hate us.
Yeah, true.
The option's there, bro.
Yeah, the option's there. The feedback is still available.
Listen, Brock.
So we're going to give away the tickets. So if you're on YouTube, you see me holding this up. It is a golf ball size die. It's a 100-sided die, a D100, we call it.
Right there.
So Corey B gave us this probably over a year ago now. So we like doing it when we need to randomize something. So we've had 11 qualifiers. So you've given everybody a group of 9 numbers.
Yeah, listen loud and clear. So Aiden O'Neill, your numbers 1 through 9. Hampton Steve, 10 through 18. Sponsorship Nick, 19 through 27. Chris Purper, 28 through 36. Shotsky Jerry, 37 to 45. Lisa Brodziak, 46 to 54. Collingwood Rob, 55 to 63. Pat, 64 to 72. Kaiser, 73 to 81. Sully, 82 to 90. And today's qualifier, Vincenzo, 91 to 99. Good luck to all of you.
Now, if I happen to roll 100, which I could.
Re-roll.
It's a re-roll. So, and because this die doesn't kind of stop, I kind of roll it in the direction of my laptop so it hits the edge and stops. So I'm going to shake it up nice in my hands here and release it. And when my pen stop it, it will stop on Eric Lindros's 88.
Oh, boy.
How about that?
Sully, you're the winner. Congrats, Sully. Now I've got to try find Sully.
So you got to get his number? Oh, you didn't write it? Oh.
Well, I did. I should be able to find him in the chat.
Sully's
there he
the
is.
winner. That's awesome.
Oh, there he said, Sully, this is his last comment. This was his last text. You guys are beauties. I love this show. I mean, Sully, thanks, buddy.
We want to bring you joy. We want to give you a reason to listen and hang out with us every afternoon.
Sully, if you could text me with your first name, your last name, and your email, I will pass that along to the people of Commonwealth, and they will transfer those tickets over to you. Congrats. Canada, Uzbekistan. Send off series.
88 came up.
Isn't that weird that Eric Lindros is looking at you?
There's a picture of him right behind.
He's looking at you while this
He was
happens?
doctoring the die all afternoon, perhaps. All right. Well, we're glad to give those away. And that's awesome. We're giving away more of those concert tickets along the way as well. That's really cool. Okay, 780-218-9999, River Cree Resort and Casino Inbox. You were going over the Elks roster coming up. That's the 3 o'clock game at the
3 o'clock
at the BC Lions. And once we're into the regular season, you and Matthew Awanek, you'll have the Green and Gold kickoff show. That'll be an hour before every game. And then you have the Green and Gold post-game show right after every game. And for the home games, you guys will be attending them in person and doing the games from where? The Commonwealth Rec Center?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the Commonwealth Rec Center. And we might be there from time to time, Reid.
Well, yeah, we could do our show from there, right?
We should do our show from there. That'd be fun. We'll do it from the pool. We'll do it from the hot tub.
We're doing it live.
At the rec center.
We're doing it live. All right. Well, that'll be, it's great the Elks are starting up. Hopefully, I've been saying this. Well, I've been saying it since last year. They need to have a decent start. I'm not saying they got to be 4-0, but could you get through the first 4 games and at least be 2-2 and at least look like a team that's a little dangerous?
Well,
I hope so.
Let's look. Let's look at their first 6 games. Okay. At Red Blacks, season opener, June 6th.
Now the Red Blacks, were they not the worst team in the league last year?
So that, to me, if you're trying to convince your fans that this year's going to be different for the Elks, that is a must win.
Okay.
Got to have it at least.
Okay.
So let's say 1-0. They host, then they have a bye week. They have an early bye week. So week 2 for them is actually a bye week. Week 3 in the CFL is their second game.
Right.
That's June 20th. It's an Saturday afternoon game here in Edmonton, hosting Les Alouettes.
That's the home opener.
That's the home opener.
Okay. Who should be good again?
They should be.
Yeah.
So, okay, let's say you split that 1-1. Then they're at Winnipeg 5 days later. So that would be Thursday, 6:30 p.m. start. Then they're at BC, Reid. Then the Red Blacks come to Edmonton and the Lions come to Edmonton. I mean, I could see them. I mean, it's a tough start to the schedule. I mean, if they went 2-4 in the first 6, would that satisfy you?
No.
Okay.
That's not very good.
Well, that's what, an eighth of the season?
That's a third of the
third of the season.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, so tough. Then they have a home and away against Saskatchewan. Right?
Here's the thing. Based on the last few years, the Elks should be favored against very few teams. So they got to start turning it around.
Well, they have to. And then that means, Reid, that you have to beat teams like the Alouettes. You have to beat teams like the Bombers. And you have to beat teams like the BC Lions. You simply have to.
Yeah,
if
you
you're
can't
going to be competitive,
let Rourke roll over you all the time.
No.
You know?
So the challenge is right off the bat. But I think they can get off on the right foot with a big road victory in Ottawa. And we'll see. We'll see what happens.
You mentioned that the home opener is a Saturday matinee in July.
June
20th. Still in June. That hasn't happened often. I mean, usually it's been a lot of evening games.
Mm-hmm.
We are seeing some things slowly change maybe not. No, actually, that's wrong. Not slowly change in the CFL. I think some of the scheduling approach changed a little bit this year. We've seen Commissioner Stuart Johnson come in. We know about the 55-yard line. We know about the play clock. We know about the size of the end zones changing next year. We know about the midfield changing next year. We know about the playoff format changing next year. Some of those are fairly drastic. I just wonder where else we're headed with this guy. And for a lot of these, there hasn't been a lot of lead up. Like there hasn't been a lot of leaks. Like I think for some of the rule changes, we started to get wind of it a day or two ahead of time. The playoff format, that was like, oh, I didn't see this coming.
Mm-hmm.
I just wonder what else is up his sleeve. And what do you think I'm specifically talking about here? Expansion. Because what's the biggest criticism of the playoff format? Only one team is eliminated. I think the sense that I got, and I could be wrong, but that most people were kind of okay with the second life for the higher finishing teams, right? And that the fact we could see some different combinations of teams in the league semifinals, and that you could very easily see if the two best teams are in the same division, they might play each other in that qualification game, and then they could wind up in the Grey Cup, right? You wouldn't have it's going to be harder to have a 14-4 team against an 8-10 team in the Grey Cup. Like the 8-10 team's really going to have to do some work to get there, right? Because they'd be a lower seed. They wouldn't have a second in their division home game type of thing. So I'm just wondering if some morning we're going to wake up and Stuart Johnston's like, well, hey, next year Quebec City, 2028 Portland, Oregon, and 2029 Missoula, Montana. Welcome to the CFL. It's going to be 12 teams. Like I just, with him, I feel like he's just doing the things that a lot of us have talked about or speculated. Like he's just saying, okay, we can't keep talking about change and not do it. Let's do it and see what happens. I know some people think it's reckless. The 55-yard line is in the nasty chat. Not happy about anything.
Fair. He's been erased.
But I'm just wondering if that's where we're headed. That this commissioner, I wonder. I mean, if I were the commissioner, I would have to think about it. Would you not? If you're the commissioner of the CFL, like if you all of a sudden took over, Jay, would you not at least think somewhere in your head, I got to get the league to 12 or 14 teams?
Yes.
That's part of my job, is to see if it could work.
It is part of the job.
Not just to be like, okay, these 9 teams, that's all we can ever have.
And now, do you think if they were to expand to 12 teams, that means they would have to cross the border?
Okay, well, where are you going? Maybe Quebec City and maybe somewhere in the Maritimes?
Maybe.
So that gets you to 11. And I know everybody, we're speaking huge hypotheticals. There's got to be stadiums, all this kind of stuff.
Dude, like maybe there is a market in a place like Kelowna. Because crossing the border introduces
creates
a lot
of problems,
of issues.
But I think if he were to do it, it would be a more of a northern city. I don't think you'd be going down to Birmingham and Memphis again.
No, like Montana, like you said, that would be Montana supports their teams. Now, this is NCAA football. It's totally different. But I just don't know if, like, I could see expanding to 10. Get a team in Quebec City. Let's start there. Don't need to roll it out and say, okay, Quebec in 2028, Halifax in 2030. Like, start somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't mean you have to keep going. Maybe you expand to that and you say, okay, the league is balanced. This is great.
Right.
Right? And I'll tell you one thing about the Elks schedule. Looking at their home games, 2 p.m. start. 7 p.m.
I don't mind those afternoon games, even in the summer.
Okay, 5 p.m., 1 p.m., 7:30, 5 p.m., 5 p.m., 7:30. Most of these games start at 5 or earlier.
Well,
Okay?
people always complained about the 8 o'clock games.
And I will tell you for fact that Chris Morris fought tooth and nail for this. Personally.
Oh, really?
Yes. This season opener, June 20th at 2 p.m., Chris had to fight for an early start time like that.
Okay.
Because he wanted to have the best experience possible for a great crowd to show up to Commonwealth Stadium. A 2 p.m. on a Saturday in June probably gives you the best chance at the warmest part of the day, or you know what I mean? Like, you're not eating into your Saturday night.
Right.
He fought very hard for that. So you can see a pattern where they're trying to limit or reduce at least those late starts.
780-218-9999, the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. Buying or selling for Damon Bunting coming up at about 5:20. Great story. Our Past the Pantry Athlete of the Week will be on the show. Here's the Coupe after the 5 o'clock break.
Two guys and a goalie.
Hire it or fire it. Avs fans should be concerned after a Game 1 loss.
I'm going to hire it. They should be concerned, but I think the reason is because the Golden Knights finally have goaltending, and Carter Hart was really, really good. It was playoff goaltending that you saw.
Two guys and a goalie, presented by GS Construction. Tuesday and Thursday afternoons at noon, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
When you bet with Play Alberta, you give back to Alberta. That's because it's the only app in the province that puts all revenue directly back into supporting programs and services that Albertans rely on every day. So next time you place a wager on your favorite team, know that you're also making a difference across the province through Alberta's General Revenue Fund. Visit playalberta.ca/EST to learn more. That's playalberta.ca/EST. Must be 18 plus. If you gamble, use your game sense.
The Canadian Brewhouse has a happy hour for any scenario. You finished work early? Happy hour. You finished work because you accidentally hit reply all to the entire company? Big happy hour. Your boss said great job? Happy hour. Your boss said per my last email. Ugh, emergency happy hour. You finally closed the big deal. Happy hour. With a huge selection of ice cold drinks and great food, the Canadian Brewhouse has a happy hour for whatever just happened at work. The Canadian Brewhouse. Your day just got happier.
It doesn't start on game day. It starts before kickoff, before the first snap, before the noise, before everyone else. This is Edmonton football. The only way to experience it is being there when it happens. Every hit, catch, and touchdown. Season seats, flex packs, groups, single games. There's a way in for everyone. Edmonton Elks. Our city, our year. Get your seats now at goelks.com/tickets.
River Cree Resort and Casino and K97 proudly present Prism in Albanova. May 29th in the venue. Tickets at rivercreeresort.com.
River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement. Bet on it.
Some of us are walking, others are biking. Together, we are accelerating the pace of MS research breakthroughs. This May, join Sentinel Storage at an MS Walk in your community. Sentinel Storage, proud partner of MS Canada.
Time for a new career in 2026? Or maybe your kid is still pondering their path. Good news! Weiss Johnson is hiring. It's Dennis, and not only are we hiring for heating and air conditioning, we're also looking for experienced plumbers and gas fitters. With the growth in residential development, there's no shortage of opportunities at Weiss Johnson. Choose your path with us. Learn from one of the industry leaders, and we will grow together. Receive great benefits and school reimbursement as well. Visit weiss-johnson.com today.
At 6 o'clock, the Avalanche and Knights drop the puck. Game 2 of the Western Conference Final. Cam Makar will miss a second straight game for the Avalanche with an upper body injury. No Mark Stone for Vegas. He'll sit out for his 5th consecutive tilt due to a lower body ailment. From Kelowna, the Memorial Cup begins. The Rangers, Rockets butting heads at 7 o'clock. Chicoutimi and Everett dancing tomorrow. CFL preseason week 2, Ottawa, Montreal kicking off momentarily with 3 games tomorrow. The Elks in action out in Langford, BC against the Lions. Meanwhile, the Thunder and Spurs throw down Game 3 of their series. They're knotted at 1 aside. Tip-off at 6:30 to the CEBL. It's a Stingers Bandits in action. 8 o'clock start. Listen to the game right here on EST. Find the full broadcast schedule at edmontonsportstalk.com. To the majors, Toronto and Pittsburgh warming up for action. The first of 3 total games in their series. Kevin Gausman to the bump there for Toronto. And underway already in the majors, bottom second, Guardians, Phillies are runless, and the Rays and Yankees are also warming up for action. I'm Zachary Kubish. That was your sports update. Hour 3, the Reid Wilkins Show starts right now.
Just seeing this pop up on 3 Down Nation, by the way. There's a $1.5 billion proposal for an entertainment district outside Halifax, including a potential stadium, which could reopen the avenue for CFL expansion in Atlantic Canada, according to allnovascotia.com reporter Zane Woodford. Ridgehaven Holdings, LLC, has been working to fund a 25,000-plus seat multi-use stadium. So keep that in mind. Just what we were talking about, possible CFL expansion. Coob, how are you doing?
I'm doing phenomenal, Reid.
We're going to get to that picture right away. You got it ready to go?
Yes.
All right. We'll. I want to talk about this. This is going to be buying or selling. This is presented by Damon Bunting. Damon was in on the Hangout today. He did a great job. You were on? Are you still on every Fridays, or is it just intermittently now?
No, I am, unless there's like sometimes there's different guests that can only make a Friday work, so I get bumped, which is fine. But I really enjoy the Hangout. I've always loved the Hangout.
You do a great job.
Thanks.
Buying or selling for Damon Bunting, a consistent top-producing realtor in the greater Edmonton area for over 18 years. He and his team would love to help you find that right home or make the move from your current home. Community-driven, he understands what it takes to make a difference in our city. Check him out, DamonBunting.com, Instagram handle, Damon Bunting Real Estate. So, yeah, the Edmonton Stingers, and we're streaming all their games again, right, Coop? You said that they've already played a couple games. They're
correct, Mundo, yeah.
1-1. They're playing the Vancouver Bandits on the road tonight. They have a home game Sunday at 4 against the Niagara River Lions, the best name in pro sports.
Leading the CBL.
The River Lions.
Right now, right?
The River, sorry?
Are they leading?
They're
in the
0-1,
CBL?
Coop.
Oh, they're 0-1.
They're 0-1.
Oh, wow.
They would not be at first place. They're playing the Sea Bears tonight. Now, Jay and I talked about it. It popped up a couple days ago, and we were like, come on. And then we were kind of like, well, I'm like, we like this team. They're fun to talk about. You know, we try to go to a game or two each year. Jordan Baker basically runs the show there. What is he? Owner, president, GM, and coach.
Yep.
We love Jordan, but we also thought we can't let them off the hook when we see something that we think is silly. So this was their social media post a couple days ago. If you're on YouTube, you can see it. If you're not, we'll read it to you. I don't know if I saw it on Twitter. It was definitely on Instagram. And this appears to be somewhat of a trend, but it's a picture of Jordan Baker in his coaching stance, in a suit on the sidelines. And in large yellow letters, it says fired. And I was like, what? And this was on the Stingers account. So I'm like, what? This can't be true. And then when you look at the post, it says head coach and general manager Jordan Baker fired up for Filipino Heritage Night on June 13th versus Scarborough. I don't know if this was Jordan's idea. Jordan's out of town, so we couldn't talk to him about it. I don't know who thought of this. I've noticed this appears to be a trend on social media where people are putting things up like this. I don't like this at all, quite frankly. I look, I like the Stingers. I quite frankly think Jordan is a civic treasure. But like this got to be, I mean, if it were April Fool's Day, maybe. Don't promote the, I guess we're talking about it. I guess maybe it worked that we're talking about it, but not in a positive sense. They got to do better than this.
Are they, though, at just the right level where they can get away with something like this?
Well, I guess it is like it's obviously minor pro sports, right? It's not the NHL. I know they're supposed to have fun. I know, we talk about promotions that the Riverhawks do, and minor league baseball across North America is known for that. But I'm also like, don't put up a picture of the guy who's a local icon and put fired up there, even if you're joking around.
Well,
I don't like it.
I completely disagree. I think from a marketing and content managing standpoint, especially to get it to the eyes of really my generation of people, really anybody seeing this, it would come across, and we're even just the fact that we're bringing it up means that it's working for the purpose of what it's doing on social media. You look at the likes and the ratio to everything else that the Stingers have posted. This post blew up. It is over 2,100 likes, over 700 shares. So more than 700 people at least got their eyes on this for sure. I mean, the likes alone says that. So it's working. People have seen this. And Reid, I got to say, when you sent this to me, because you emailed me sort of your screen grab of this post, this story or whatever, that Jordan had reposted on his own account. When I initially saw it, I thought it said, and I was like, that makes zero sense. It's that can't happen. There's no way that could work. So you go and actually read it. You don't just scroll by it. It stands out and catches you. It's what it's supposed to do.
I guess. I guess you can argue any publicity is good publicity. And yeah, I mean, there's one team that's obviously the big dog in town, and then all the other teams are sort of fighting for attention and for fans and for your ticket money and all that kind of stuff. I assume Jordan was on board with it. Maybe he thought it was funny. I would tell him he doesn't. I don't know if he probably doesn't know we're doing this segment. I'm sure he'll hear about it. I just don't think it's funny. And
Well,
I can find humor in a lot of things.
Yeah, I think it's part of the social media world we live in, where the best thing you can do is try to bait somebody in thinking you're doing something you're not.
I guess.
For a reaction. Do I like it? Do I like when I saw it, I thought, well, really trying here, guy. But what Coop said ultimately is correct. I mean, it was shared more than any post they've ever released. The likes are almost triple what they normally would get on likes.
Sure, I get it. I just wonder if it's going to make anybody go to a game that wasn't already interested in going to a game. Does this make more people aware of the Stingers, or is this just directed at their own fans anyway, who maybe won't care about it? Maybe will think it's funny, but I imagine there has to be other people who are like me saying, like, wait a minute, why even do this? Why try to grab my attention this way?
Right.
I'm interested in your team, not in gimmicks.
Well, yeah, I like, and Reid, honestly, I support the Stingers. I love going to Stingers games. I thought this was gimmicky, personally. But I understand the reasoning behind it. And I think it would be hard to deny that this may have reached more people and new people that maybe possibly didn't even know that there was a professional basketball team in Edmonton.
I told this about people who don't even care about sports. I just thought it was a funny thing. Like, now, I showed it to my buddies.
If you're doing it after now, like, I don't know where this started. But it's over.
Oh, fair comment. Yeah.
Like, don't do it anymore.
Don't do it again.
Don't do it again.
Don't make it a thing.
Don't make it. It's good. Okay, you got your clicks. It's over. Stop. Please.
I mean, you look at the Buffalo Bills. Now, they haven't really done anything where their coach was fired up, because that would be massive at that level in the NFL. But they market things in zanier ways on their Instagram specifically. Some teams I don't follow because some of their posts, they just crowd it, whatever. They do something interesting to try and change it, and I think the Stingers
now, you wouldn't
did
catch
just
the
that.
Edmonton Oilers doing this.
Oh, gosh, no.
But I will say that the Edmonton Oilers don't need to do this.
They're already popular.
Fair enough.
They're already the king of
right.
Edmonton,
Whereas a club like the Edmonton Stingers, who's trying to create a buzz, pun intended, when I first saw it, it kind of pissed me off, because I was like, really, Jordan? Like, and the funny part to me was that if you actually know the team and you know the makeup of the organization, Jordan fills 4 different roles on that team and absolutely could not be fired.
Well, that's the thing. I'm like,
he'd have to fire himself.
I was like, this is impossible.
Yeah, that's why
is impossible.
That's why I explained it to my buddy. I'm like, you see this? It's like, yeah, he's fired. I'm like, no, read the fine print. And I was like, yeah, he would have to dismiss himself.
Yeah,
that was the irony.
And
of
I
it,
assume
for people who
he
know.
approved this. That he was like, yeah, it's funny. Go ahead.
Yeah, if I was a social media man, if you have the nards to go out and post that without asking him. I mean, I'm pretty sure he was on board with it if a post like that went up.
All right. Well, anyway, just something we noticed. I mean, we're talking about them, but we'd be talking about them anyway. We're in the Canadian Brewhouse studio. Head to the Canadian Brewhouse Arena Energy, but no tickets required. Catch all the hockey playoff action live at the Canadian Brewhouse this playoff season. The Canadian Brewhouse, our house is your arena. I mean, they'll have the Blue Jays on as well. They'll have basketball on, hockey on a lot of screens.
Well, even
so it's a lot of fun.
Do you want to talk about the Stingers? They're on tonight. They're out in Vancouver.
Right.
You can watch it on CBC Gem, YouTube.
That's right.
I mean, it is actually encouraging for this league to see that you can actually watch these games.
That's a good point.
I've tuned into these games. Like, it is good basketball.
Oh, it's very good.
Right? So if you want to, hey, I understand Association City. You want to take a break at halftime or at the quarter and flip over to that, you'd probably be quite impressed with the basketball.
All right, we'll save our other topic for next week. That one will stand
What was the other topic? Give me a teaser.
The SGA one.
Oh.
Yeah, we can save that.
Well, that ain't going anywhere.
We got our Athlete of the Week coming up. So
that ain't changing either, Reid.
Yeah, really great story here. Our Past the Pantry Athlete of the Week is the USports Male Athlete of the Year. He's going to tell his story. If you have not yet given us a thumbs up on the YouTube stream, please do so. Here's the Coop.
Jays down 1-0, bottom first inning in their series opener against the Pirates, first of 3 total games. It's Bubba Chandler on the mound for the Pirates, 1 out for the Jays, empty bases. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. up at home plate at bat. Around the majors, bottom third, zeros on the board for the Guardians and Phillies, while bottom first, the Rays and Yankees are in a runless game, and it's the Red Sox up 1-0 early on the Twins, bottom first inning there as well. Game 2, 6 o'clock, Avs Knights, puck drop for the Western Conference Final. Cale Makar out with an upper body injury, missing his second game in a row. Colorado looking to tie the series at 1 aside. No Mark Stone for Vegas. He's missing his 5th consecutive contest with a lower body injury from Kelowna. The Memorial Cup gets going. Rangers and Rockets butting heads, 7 o'clock. Chicoutimi and Everett dancing tomorrow. And CFL preseason week 2 action getting underway already. 9 minutes left in the first. It's Red Blacks up 7-0 on the Alouettes, and tomorrow out in Langford, the Elks visit the Lions. Kickoff goes at 3 o'clock. Meanwhile, the Spurs Thunder throwdown game 3, tip-off at 6:30 in a knotted series tied 1-1 to the CBL. It's the Stingers Bandits tipping off 8 o'clock. Listen to the game right here on ESC. Find the full broadcast schedule at edmontonsportstalk.com. This sports update is brought to you by Paramount Flooring, and Edmonton is expecting some changes this offseason. I'm talking about flooring. Paramount Flooring brings over 30 years of trusted experience and expert installation. No permission is needed to speak with them. Visit their showroom, open 7 days a week, or online at paramountflooring.ca. The Reid Wilkins Show rolls on here after the break on Edmonton Sports Talk. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
One shopper. Finding something I never knew I needed. A jacket. A deal. One donor. Letting go of something so someone else can move forward.
One program participant.
Learning.
Trying.
Building skills.
Building confidence.
Building a future.
One purchase. One donation.
One job. One choice.
Goodwill is
The power of one. The power of one. The power of one.
The power of one.
Goodwill Industries of Alberta. It all starts with one.
The oil stream.
It's not a distraction to let a guy who's not active within your organization, like, hey, can we talk to him? Yeah, sure. It takes 4 seconds. Like, it doesn't affect Kelly McCrimmon's day. Like, they're being difficult. They're trying to flex and strut and be like, look at us. You can't take our guy. Well, he's not your guy. You fired him. But it's in line with how that organization conducts themselves.
The Oil Stream, presented by Boston Pizza. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons at noon. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
When you bet with Play Alberta, you give back to Alberta. That's because it's the only app in the province that puts all revenue directly back into supporting programs and services that Albertans rely on every day. So next time you place a wager on your favorite team, know that you're also making a difference across the province through Alberta's General Revenue Fund. Visit playalberta.ca/EST to learn more. That's playalberta.ca/EST. Must be 18 plus. If you gamble, use your game sense.
It's the weekend. The sun is out, and everyone, yes, even the kids, are bored. Bring them to the Canadian Brewhouse. Our patios have games to keep the whole family going. Rooftop views, real turf to run around on, and misters for when the summer gets serious. Oh, and we've still got the game on. Always. All day, all weekend, all summer. The Canadian Brewhouse, Canada's best patios.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know. All right, you've got a limerick here from James. This one's interesting. When the media question greats, it opens up many debates. But how do you say in another way, they are one who only micturates? Do you know what micturate means?
Mixturate?
Micturate. M-I-C-T-U-R-A-T-E.
No.
The desire to urinate.
Oh, we did that word.
Did we?
We did that.
Okay. Well, James has worked it into a limerick that he has sent us. That's funny.
Can you read it again now that I know what micturate means?
Yes. When the media question grates, it opens up many debates. But how do you say in another way, they are one who only micturates?
Well done.
James always has some good stuff coming through there. Very funny. Very funny. 780-218-9999 is the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. All right, Cuba, I'm going to send you, I think we might have to do our guest here on the phone. Sorry for doing this on the fly, everybody. I think we're just having a little trouble with the video connection for our athlete of the week. Jason Milne and Reid Wilkins with you, 3 to 6 p.m. every weekday on Edmonton Sports Talk. And, of course, EST is presented by Play Alberta. When you bet with Play Alberta, you give back to Alberta. That's because it's the only app in the province that puts all revenue directly back into supporting programs and services that Albertans rely on every day. So next time you place a wager on your favorite team, know that you're also making a difference across the province through Alberta's General Revenue Fund. Visit playalberta.ca/EST to learn more. That's playalberta.ca/EST. You have to be 18 and older to play, and if you gamble, remember to use your game sense. Okay. Elks game tomorrow. Stingers away tonight. Home game Sunday at 4. With the Collegiate Riverhawks are at a tournament down in southern Alberta. And then the Riverhawks, the main team, their season I think starts 1 week from today. We'll have to have Steve Hogle or somebody on next week because there's some new stuff there about them getting people to the stadium, right? They're going to have that shuttle from downtown now.
Yes,
which is
fantastic.
Pretty nice. So we're going to find out. We'll find out more about
free,
that next week.
Free LRT
to get, and then the shuttles from Churchill, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll have to find out about. That's a really good idea. All right.
Oh no, that's no problem. Yeah, we'll just bring you in.
All right, we got our Pasta Pantry Athlete of the Week ready to go. Pasta Pantry for over 30 years in Sherwood Park. Pasta Pantry serving hot, delicious comfort food made right in their kitchen. They do it fast so you can slow down. We're a family, and when you go to Pasta Pantry, you're one of the family. Check out Pasta Pantry in Sherwood Park, your home of the pregame meal. This gentleman earlier this week was named the USports Male Athlete of the Year. University of Alberta Golden Bear track star Ryder Ratti is on the line. Ryder, it's Reid and Jay. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you guys?
Doing very well. Thanks a lot for checking in. Okay, I'm going to start with something here, maybe a little off the wall. You probably don't know this. Well, you know this. Right. Your dad is the former soccer player. Is that correct?
He is,
Todd?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. I briefly, when I finished my broadcasting diploma at NAIT, for about 4 months, I worked as the media relations person for the Edmonton Drillers, and your dad was on the team. So please say hi to him. He probably won't remember me, though.
Oh, really? Wow. That's awesome. Yeah, no, he's just at work tonight, but I'll let him know in the morning. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's well, what does he do now?
He's a captain on the fire department.
Okay, so he went into firefighting. That's awesome. Very great profession. And no, but he wasn't originally from Edmonton, was he?
No, he grew up in North Vancouver.
Okay, so stayed here after the Drillers, and were you born here?
Yeah, born and raised. We just live out in Spruce Grove, so.
Okay, yeah. Awesome stuff. Well, we got a few things to talk about with you. First of all, just being named USports Male Athlete of the Year. I believe only the second Golden Bear to get that honor. Like, how do you feel? What does that mean to you?
Oh man, I mean, I was shocked, to be honest. It wasn't even in the back of my mind at the start of the year. Like, it wasn't something I've been thinking about. So yeah, I was talking to the USports CEO. I think there's like 15,000 athletes in USports. So to be the one selected, like, honestly, I think it's still settling. It's a little surreal. So, yeah.
All right. Now, you're a sprinter. What distances do you do? Because you got 3 gold medals at Nationals?
Yeah. So I do, like, indoors, I'll do the 300 meter and the 600 meter. And then outdoors, I'll do the 200 and the 400.
And what did you win the golds in?
I won the 300, the 600, and then our 4x400 meter relay.
Okay. So you had an awesome season, and you still, how many years of eligibility do you have left?
I still got 3 more to go. So yeah.
You still got 3 more to go. Okay. So big things building for you. Now, this has not always come easy to you. A big part of your story happened earlier in life, if you don't mind talking about that. Can you tell us about a battle you went through when I believe you were 8 years old?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. So 8 years old, I just had a huge lump on my neck, and went to the doctor, got a biopsy, and yeah, it turns out that it was cancer. So then I did 2 months of chemo every single week, went into remission, and then when I relapsed, it was the same thing, 16 months of chemo this time, but every 3 weeks. And then, I forgot to mention I was having bone marrow aspirations as well, weekly. And then, went into remission again, came back. Turns out I was misdiagnosed. And then I was stuck between 2 different types of cancer, both of which were very rare. And there wasn't really, a best course of action because, like, if we got it wrong, then, some treatment would hinder other things. So I kind of just, hope to grow out of it and get all the tumors gone. But yeah, like, I think that built, a lot of mental resilience for me, which in track, especially in like the, kind of a sprint, kind of a little bit of distance to the events, like they're tough and you're going to hurt. So yeah, I think that definitely helped out with track, and then just of course life in general.
Ryder, I read it in the write-up they had about you for becoming and being named the USports Male Athlete of the Year that just 4 days following the procedure to remove the lump from your neck, you came off the bench for the second half of your U9 soccer matchup. That's incredible, but I want you to expand on that. Like, how much did you lean on sports to carry you through those hard times?
Oh, I mean, like, massively. That was honestly the main contributor to like keeping me sane, to be honest. Like I didn't want to be seen as, you know, the kid with cancer. I just wanted to live a normal life. And yeah, I'm extremely grateful for the doctors at the Stollery, just in Edmonton, because yeah, they made a shelf to cover my iPad, or sorry, my iPad. I don't know. So I could keep playing soccer, and yeah, like it was just an escape. And then yeah, it made me feel like, you know, I didn't have to stick out.
Okay, well, that's incredible, and that you know you were still out there competing while you were battling that as a little guy. What about at the university level? Have you had anything that you've had to fight through?
Not you know, on the medical side really, but I've had some lingering back issues for the past couple years, to be honest. And then this year, like every now and then it'll seize up, and this year, from like November to January, I had to go through, you know, a lot of rehab, a lot of very, very modified training. And then I came back and I told my coach, I was like, I just got to race into shape a little bit, I guess. And he was like, I guess so. Let's just go and do it. And yeah, the rest ended up going pretty well. So,
well, Ryder, you're obviously a driven person. You know, at the USports Championship in Winnipeg, you had triple gold. You won the 300, 600, 4x4, as you mentioned earlier. But you set goals for yourself. You said you were very vocal about where your goals were. What was your process for goal setting? I mean, is this vision boards? Is this accountability with teammates? Because I personally believe in putting things out there in the universe. What was your process for you to reach your goals, Ryder?
Honestly, it's what you said. It's putting things out into the universe. You know, it's manifesting these things. But also, I think I'm not like putting so much pressure on myself to the point where if I don't attain those goals, then, you know, I'm going to be hard on myself, or I'm going to be, you know, like going through something because of that. And I think, honestly, it's just having the belief from coaches and teammates and things like that. And especially my parents, for sure, because last year, like my rookie season, I was like, oh, I don't know if the USports record ever will be attainable. And then I had a good summer season. And then I think my parents kind of just egged me on, keep saying it. And then, yeah.
Well, that's all. I was going to ask you about the impact of your parents. Well, maybe we can touch more on that. I mean, I mentioned your dad has an athletic background, you know, maybe a little bit on your mom too, and just how much they've meant to you throughout your life.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like my dad was my soccer coach from, you know, as long as I can remember, up until grade 12, when I finally decided to make the switch to track. And yeah, he's always been, you know, a bit of an old school guy. But that's helped me be extremely disciplined. And yeah, he's also one of those guys, if you tell him he can't do something, he's going to go out there and do it. So I think like mentally he's been like a huge contributor to the way my mindset is now. And then of course my mom equally, no matter what track meet it is, she's always there. She's always screaming on the videos when I watch them back. And even though I might not hear it when I'm running, you know, I think that energy builds. And yeah, she's always been a huge supporter. And she isn't afraid to, you know, tell me if I'm doing something wrong or things like that. So yeah, I think it's a good mix of them being, you know, not tough, but like, you know, making sure that I'm doing all the right things. And then at the end of the day, they're always supportive of me too. So.
Ryder Ratti, USports Male Athlete of the Year out of the University of Alberta, joining us here on the Reid Wilkins Show as the Pasta Pantry Athlete of the Week. Did you say, okay, first off, if I may, what age are you, Ryder?
I'm 19 right now.
You're 19. And I just heard you say that you didn't discover and start track till you were in grade 12. Like that had to have been, what, 2 years ago?
Yeah, well, I started running in grade 11, and then end of grade 12, I kind of had to make a choice. Was it soccer? Was it track? And I was like, in the grand scheme of things, I think I can suck more out of track. So
okay, I'm dead serious about it. I mean, you're scratching the surface. You've just set the University of Alberta record with your 300 time of 32.75, or that's a USports championship record. And you've been doing this for realistically not a long time. I mean, the Olympics are in LA in 2028. Is this something you're looking at?
That's the main goal, to be honest. Every single bit of my training that's at the forefront of my mind, whether it's, like, oh, maybe my joints aren't adapted quite yet. Let's do something lighter so that I can, in the future, keep running faster. So yeah, that's the main goal that me and my coach have.
And what do you have coming up this summer? Don't you have a couple of big events this summer?
Yeah, I got Canadian Nationals next month, from June 17th to the 21st. And then I'm going to head out I actually got selected yesterday to go to Colombia for the first ever Senior Pan American Championships. And that's right after Nationals. And then I'm going to be doing a competition in Edmonton on July 12th, I believe, at Foot Field. So
awesome.
Well, thank you very much. I mean, for joining us here on the Reid Wilkins Show. Phenomenal. Don't forget us when you're in the Olympics, okay? We're going to want to hear from you there and keep in touch with you. So just don't forget where you came from. All right, Ryder. Fantastic. So as the Pass the Pantry Athlete of the Week, you've won a $25 gift certificate to Pass the Pantry out in Sherwood Park, as well as a custom Pass the Pantry Athlete of the Week. I'll follow up with you on email how to get in touch and get that gift certificate. Ryder, honestly, fantastic story. Very well spoken. We love hearing your story and your passion for track, and we just wish you the best and the most success.
Yeah, thank you guys a lot. I really appreciate you guys having me, and it's been nice talking to you guys.
Excellent. Ryder Ratty, our Pass the Pantry Athlete of the Week, also the USports Male Athlete of the Year, triple gold medalist at the USports Track and Field Championships. All in sprinting, and an incredible story. And yeah, remember that name. That's really cool. And we love doing Pass the Pantry Athlete of the Week. It's been, I think we're a little over a year now. We love having Pass the Pantry on board for that. If you would like to nominate somebody, you can email j@edmontonsportstalk.com. Well, me too. Read at edmontonsportstalk.com, or go to our website, edmontonsportstalk.com. And just fill out the submission form at the bottom. Just specify, hey, this is for Athlete of the Week. That's amazing. He's amazing. That was so good.
What a well-spoken guy. And I love being able to say that, Reid. Remember that name. I mean, that's pretty cool. I think this young man's going places. He's already done so much in his life that he should be so proud of.
Yeah.
All
right, you got to go places, right?
I got to go coach, baby.
Right. Jay's heading out to coach for the last segment, so it'll be Kub and I, and we'll have our words of the day as well.
Right now, the Jays and Pirates are in action, opening their series of 3 total games. It's 1-0 for Pittsburgh. Bottom of the second, runner on second there for Toronto. 2 outs for the Jays. Brandon Valenzuela at bat for Toronto. Bubba Chandler pitching on the other side for the Pirates. And around the majors, handful of other games are live. Twins down 4-3 to the Red Sox. Top of the second and top of the fifth. Still runless between the Guardians and the Phillies. At 6 o'clock, it's the Avalanche Knights dropping the puck. Game 2 of the West Final. No Cale Makar for Colorado. He's sidelined with an upper body injury, set to miss his second game in a row. And Mark Stone is out for his 5th consecutive with a lower body injury. From Kelowna, the Memorial Cup begins. Rangers, Rockets, butting head. 7 o'clock, Chicoutimi and Everett dancing tomorrow. CFL preseason action underway. It's Red Blacks, Alouettes in action. 14-0 in favor of Ottawa early in the second. Tomorrow, the Elks are at the Lions, playing out in Langford, BC, with kickoff at 3 o'clock tomorrow on the hardwood. The Thunder and Spurs throw down Game 3 of their series. They're knotted 1-aside. Tip-off at 6:30 to the CEBL Stingers Bandits. Go at it, 8 o'clock start. Listen to the game right here on EST. The full broadcast schedule found at edmontonsportstalk.com. Words of the day up next. Here on the Reid Wilkins Show, I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
Afternoons.
JJ Ross from the Edmonton Elks. You really jumped on the scene here in the CFL. Do you have any personal goals, or are you just kind of looking at more as a team-wise?
My mindset is win Grey Cup. Yes, I definitely have individual goals that I strive for. As a competitor, I feel like if you don't have that, then something's just wrong with you a little bit. For myself, I want to be an all-star. I want to win Defensive Player of the Year.
EST Afternoons, weekday afternoons 1 to 3, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
River Cree Resort and Casino and K97 proudly present Prism and Aldanova. May 29th in the venue. Tickets at rivercreeresort.com.
River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement. Bet on it.
Hi there. If you're like me, you like to picture yourself in luxury, even though there's absolutely no way you can afford it. And if you can, well, even better. Thankfully, I picture myself in something that is luxury, but still absolutely affordable, like the all-new Mazda CX-90 from Park Mazda. With the new luxury features like facial recognition settings and quilted detail Napa leather seating, I can pretend to be comfortable with all of my proper settings activated without even touching a button, thanks to Mitch Lewicki and the great staff at Park Mazda. I like to picture Mitch Lewicki as a ninja fighting off evil samurai.
Park Mazda, your dealer for life in Sherwood Park off Y Road, parkmazda.ca.
Your brand deserves more than just a whisper, it deserves a buzz. At the Hive Product Marketing, they specialize in promotional products that bring the buzz. From eye-catching giveaways to unforgettable keepsakes, they got the perfect products to make your brand stand out and get noticed. Visit the Hive Product Marketing and let them create the buzz your business deserves. The Hive Product Marketing, the official merch partner of Edmonton Sports Talk. Visit them online at thehiveproductmarketing.com.
Looking for a winning strategy for your retirement? Contact me, Joaquin Gage at K4 Financial, where expertise meets dedication. I will always look for a careful approach to your retirement, ensuring your financial future is secure. From tailored strategies to clear, actionable advice, I'm here to guide you every step of the way. Don't leave your future to chance. Get in touch with me, Joaquin Gage, today at k4financial.ca or email joaquin.gage@k4financial.ca to start planning for a brighter future and a more secure retirement.
All right, good to have you tuning in. Hope you have a great weekend planned. Portions of this hour are presented by Lamley's, built for the job, made with quality craftsmanship and designed for job protection with cowboy-worthy durability. Lamley's workwear combines safety with all-day comfort, featuring brands like Ariat Work and Wrangler Rigs, designed to withstand tough conditions and deliver performance across every job site. Visit lamleys.com/work to see how Lamley's can make your workday better.
LAMMLES.
All right, Jason Milne has gone to coach flag football. Zachary Kubish and I will take you home. So we got the Golden Knights and the Avalanche coming up. So no Makar once again, Koob.
Yeah.
For the Avs, Mark Stone remains out for the goal. Have they said when Stone's coming back? Or they just that he's missing another game?
He's just missing another game.
The Golden Knights up 1-0 in that series. Canadiens, what a team. Who's going to stop them?
Maybe not the Hurricanes.
Maybe
They're
not the
1-17
Hurricanes.
in their last 18 games in the Eastern Conference Final.
That is amazing. So what, they made it in 2009. What were the years they made it?
Let me
I think
check
they made it in 2009 and got swept. They got swept by the Panthers in 23. I think I'm missing a year in there somewhere. Did they get swept by the Penguins in 17 or 18, or is that 09 I'm thinking of?
Let's see the record here. 08-09 against Pittsburgh.
That was against Pittsburgh, okay.
2019 against Boston. And then
that's when they were back in there, right.
23 Florida.
So they they lost the first 3 games last year to the Panthers. So they'd lost 15 in a row, right?
Yeah, that's what it was.
And now they've lost. So they're 1-17 in the Eastern Conference Final
since they
won it in 2006, right? That's such a weird stat.
I know, they just continue to struggle. Yeah, it's something that could be a running gag if, I don't know, even if they drop the series in 5 or something like that, like if the Habs can just continue to push, it's just Carolina just can't make it, because that would be their third season and third of 4 to make it to the conference finals and not be able to get to the actual final. Like that's a real bridesmaids. You know, you're sitting on the outside looking in.
Well, yeah. What's
constantly.
worse? Like, they got a good team. I mean, I think that series is far from over. But as we've been talking about, the Canadiens just got that it factor. I mean, everybody's going. They're getting different guys contributing. They're getting the good goaltending. They're playing with energy. They get timely goals because they got scored on 33 seconds in the game, and then they tied it at 1 minute.
Exactly a minute. Yeah.
So Carolina didn't even get to enjoy that early goal.
No, not any of the splendor. And that was 4 fastest goals to start a road game in Habs playoff history. So 4 goals in 11 minutes and 32 seconds from first period puck drop. The second fastest 4 goals home or away from the start of a road game for the Habs since 1958 when during the semis, when the Habs beat the Red Wings in an 8-1 victory, went on to sweep that series.
Okay. Yeah. Remarkable stuff. So we'll be keeping an eye on that. Oh, the Blue Jays are already underway, right? Against the Pirates. What's the score there again?
Yeah, top of the third, a 1-0 lead there for the Pirates in that series opener.
All right.
Kevin Gausman on the bump. Runner on first right now. 1 out there for Pittsburgh.
780-218-9999 is how you text us, the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. If you have not yet given us a thumbs up on YouTube, please do so. I don't think we're going to hit 100 today, but let's see how high we can go. Let's get to our words of the day for the Edmonton Public Library. Your free EPL card can do more than you might expect, from books, movies, and video games to digital resources, creative spaces, and learning opportunities. There's something for everyone across Edmonton. Sign up online, epl.ca/signup, or visit any of EPL's 21 locations to get started today.
The word of the day with Reid and Jay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
What do they got to say?
Say what again? Say what again? I dare you.
Let's find out.
English, do you speak it? Then you know what I'm saying.
And multiple reports saying that Jalen Williams for the Thunder will be out for Game 3.
All right. This is back in San Antonio, right?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
All right.
Game 3. All right. Words of the day this time, Bootski edition, number 26. Very clean, very nice email, by the way, that Jay forwarded to me. Of course, he can't be here. He's got to go coach some football. Here it is. The first word, portmanteau. Portmanteau. Portmanteau.
Portmanteau.
That's correct, Reid. Good job.
What does it mean? I know I've seen it. I mean, I knew how to spell it. Portmanteau. What does this mean again? I better take a sentence, Scoop, if you have it.
All right. In 2026, you rarely see a portmanteau on the baggage claim carousel at the airport. In 2026, you rarely see a portmanteau.
So it's some sort of type of luggage, but I don't know what type of luggage. I'll say it's a. I'll say it's. Is it luggage without wheels?
It is not, so that's incorrect. Now, it has two meanings, but with the sentence, this is the meaning that it has. A traditional vintage-style traveling trunk or bag that opens up in two equal book-like compartments. It can also mean, a new word formed by blending the sounds and combining the meanings of two or more existing words. The words smog and brunch are well-known examples of portmanteau.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Cool. Alrighty. Second word of the day, foment. Foment. Foment is the second word of the day.
Foment.
Foment. That's correct. Yep. It's a verb.
Okay, and I think this is like something that is sort of building almost to a boiling point, and I think it might be sort of in like a revolutionary or political upheaval sense. I think like,
ooh,
I think that's where it comes from.
Okay, now I'm gonna give it to you. Here's a sentence. Nowadays, rebels use social media to foment insurrection. So the meaning of it as well is to instigate, stir up, or promote the growth of something undesirable or violent. So you use the examples of revolution.
Yes.
I would say that's
I think
exactly
I understood that one.
Yeah, good one.
I'm comfortable taking the point there.
No, I'll give it to you.
I had a pretty good week overall. I think
no kidding.
Bootsky wrote yes in the nasty chat, so he must think it was fine. If he's judging me as well.
Okay. Well, he is the one who sent in the words, so thanks as always, Abutsky. Number 26, Abutsky edition, words of the day.
He's pretty good. They like to test me. That's okay. I like doing it. Words of the day for the Edmonton Public Library, epl.ca/sign up. I use the public library all the time. I like reading books digitally on their Libby app. If you have, well, it's not their app, but Libby gives you access to all these libraries. So you put in your library card, and you can take out digital books and read them on your tablet, which is pretty cool.
Well, it's EPL. It's not only just, I guess it is a library, but certain sections of the library, you can also, there's podcast room, you can voice record.
Oh, yeah, if you go, especially the one downtown. There's a whole bunch going on. Yeah.
It's unreal. So
all right.
Get one.
We got to go. I hope everybody had a great week. Hope you're going to have a great weekend. On behalf of Zachary Kubish and Jason Milne, I'm Reid Wilkins. See you around.